Check it out, check it out, check it out. We got a special episode of Soul Sundays here. And we got two special guests. We got Ashley and Mallory with us. Everybody else introduce themselves.
Oh, I'm Alpha. Hey, how you doing?
Hey guys, this is Curtis.
Hi.
This is Sumie.
Mallory, Ashley, introduce yourselves.
Hey,
Don't be shy.
I'm Ashley.
Hi guys, I'm Mallory.
Sure you didn't introduce yourself properly.
It's Bashir. Fuck shit.
All right.
Yo, chill.
Thank you. That's all I needed. All right. So,
First of all, fuck this weather.
I like dreary days.
Kind of fitting.
I do, but it's it's not soulful though.
It's not. You say you like jury days?
Yeah,
I like jury days too, but not for
You
this.
could be very
Right?
Drury.
How do you dreary?
Jury.
Drury Inn is like a hotel.
Oh, Drury.
Like Drury Lane.
It's because you black, nigga.
Yeah,
You speak Ebonics.
no, you can get stuff done on days like this.
On
though.
Drury
I
days.
can't. They just make me
Relax.
just tired and not want to do shit.
All right, how was everybody's Saturday? We're gonna touch on that real quick.
Let's go in a circle.
Damn, apparently it was shitty. Nobody wants to.
Let's go in a circle. It was a basic Saturday. You know, we went to a bar, which I won't say the name of.
Yeah,
Hey, cut the check.
It was homecoming weekend. It was homecoming weekend at OSU.
Oh yeah, campus was live as hell as usual.
Oh yeah, I bet it was. It rained last night.
Yeah, it did rain when we were at the bar. You know.
Yeah.
Now, fucking the Uber was stupid and took me and Alpha down lane, and we just ended up like hopping off like halfway through. We were just like driving out. I think what's the name? Oh, the bar on the lane. I forget the varsity club.
Oh, way to shout
No
out the
idea.
bar.
Damn it! Yeah, we were just like
No,
right
we-
by there. No, I'm saying
That's what we got out.
Yeah, we got out.
But who cares about our Uber ride? How was everybody else's
stupid ass.
Saturday?
I hung out with cops and their horses for like a good 20 minutes.
Oh, well,
That's dope.
Mallory and I met Dora the Explorer.
What?
Oh, yeah.
These old, like, 40-year-old moms had the Dora the Explorer like doll with them, and they were, like, making it drink, and they were like, she has a Facebook page. Here, follow her.
That is
And we were like, what the hell?
What?
Damn, how boring is their fucking life? God damn.
It was fun. We hung out with them.
Or how fun. Or how fun.
It was interesting.
So, I mean, our Saturday, we ended up, I didn't get home till 7 in the morning. I think Bashir shared those same sentiments. Right?
definitely 8 o'clock in the morning.
8 o'clock in the goddamn morning.
Turn up.
Nah, I'm
No,
disgusted
no,
with
or turn
myself.
down.
I'm disgusted with myself. I'm
I woke
too
up
old to
at
be doing
6
this
o'clock
shit.
today.
Or what?
But you know what? I can't decide if it was a shit night or if it was a good night. It was just one of those weird nights. But we can move on from that because I know we got up.
I got to see one of the people who raised me.
Yeah, we
His
didn't even,
lyrics
we didn't
raised
even-
me
we
since
didn't-
I was what?
Hold on, we didn't touch on what Curtis.
When
said,
did Cuddy
my bad.
come out?
Oh man, I'm so mad at Curtis.
That's the
bro.
name of the. You went to the Cuddy.
Yeah, it was
How was
glorious.
that?
It was dope. It was dope, bro.
I'm so jealous. I
That's
had to
so
hang out
dope.
with
I
these
loved it.
fuckers. And I wanted to hang out with you.
Oh, you didn't want to hang out with us?
No, I didn't
You
want
don't love us? All right.
Cuddy.
It was a lot of driving though. I went straight to Cleveland, straight back.
Man, so
And if you would have done that, you'd have gotten home a lot sooner than 8 a.m.
Facts.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah.
All right, so we're gonna move on to some rather melancholy.
it was.
No,
We're gonna bring the vibe down just a little bit, but
Everybody,
in respect.
Everybody heard about this is Driss, by the way. Everybody heard about what happened in Vegas this week. And you said someone said that he had a semi-automatic rifle and turned it into an automatic rifle.
Yeah, he rigged it or some shit. But yeah, I mean, we were all talking about this a little bit earlier.
Nice.
We don't. This is just flat out terrorism. I don't think you could. I don't really care to know about the guy's background or how rich he was or what he did for his mom. Like,
Yeah, I was going to say, I don't think we need to glorify the attacker as much as we should honor the victims.
But-
I think.
Mental illness is a big issue that's in the country that nobody pays attention to, and they think it's just, take some medicine, you'll be all right. But man, 80% of that stuff don't work, man, or it make you crazier. So when you get a dude like that, and then they figure everybody's eyes is open, like, oh man, why would he do that? It's because you ain't been paying attention to stuff like that for years.
I think that's the exact reason why we need to like mentally evaluate people when they're younger, though. So when they do grow up,
No, we do. We just fill them up with Ritalin.
that's true.
Or even people who are like purchasing guns. I think there needs to be some sort of
It'll be
mental evaluation.
A more
you can do.
extensive, background check.
Where's he from originally? Anyone?
I think he was
don't
from
know.
Vegas.
He's from
No,
Vegas?
He used to live in Florida.
Oh,
And then
Those
he like
crazy
moved
Floridians.
to
Florida.
Vegas.
Yeah, what?
Florida, what is in the
all
water? down
Florida.
there?
Yeah, what is, bro? They all crazy.
But I do think we should probably do like a moment of silence for the victims. And
I agree.
I think
Okay,
direct some attention to them.
everybody, bow our heads and pray. Alpha's smirking over there.
Yeah, y'all maybe.
I'm just joking.
All right, moment of silence.
Let's do it now.
Now.
Jesus.
All right, yeah. Everybody rest in peace who were, and everybody get better who got injured, and
Absolutely.
prayers out to all of you.
Was it over 500 injured? And
It was
hopefully-
over 500.
Hopefully they all
59,
600.
That's crazy.
Wow. Oh, hopefully they all make a speedy recovery.
But like I said, this is a special episode of Soul Sunday. This is going to be all about relationships.
We're talking about dick
sex,
sex,
my favorite topic.
pussies.
What a great
You know, it's going to be
transition.
raunchy as fuck. So
Yeah,
let's
But
get
we're gonna
into
still
it.
keep it mature.
And amazing.
As
We gonna
mature
be
as we
immature
can.
and
In a way.
mature.
But that's
Yeah.
an amazing
We got wine
transition.
and chocolates.
Oh yeah, you guys can't see, but Curtis literally brought chocolate and wine. To send them
Swag.
We're trying to set the mood. So,
Shit.
Driss, get your deep radio voice on.
All right. Oh shit. All right, so let's just start it off. Like I'm just gonna go for a really we're going straight into the filth. Straight into the filth.
He said straight into the filth.
Play or anything like that.
All right.
We're just gonna dive
Well,
right in.
I think what we're gonna do is we'll do like a series of questions, but it'll be on the guy's perspective and the girl's perspective.
Yeah, we'll break it up like that.
I think
So-
girls should go first.
Yeah, girls will go first. All right, so if it's a one night stand,
Shit.
Oh, we're jumping right in.
actually I already know the answer to this, but what do you feel about sucking dick?
Well, I love sucking dick, so
I see it.
either or. Then I think it depends on the mood.
I'm the complete opposite. I say no to that. No, you
So
gotta.
on the first night,
no,
So you
not on
say
the
no
first
to
night.
dick, you're just
not
not.
on the first night. I'm not giving him head on the first night. No,
So you just is there a reason?
he's got to earn that from me.
Earn it.
Whoa!
I will say this though. I think it's more expected like girls to give head on the first time versus guys to go down. I feel like it's more of like an expectation. Girls just do it. I think that's more of like just the norm compared to.
Yeah, girls do like giving head.
I mean, I just think that it depends on the night, the situation, and the mood, and how it is delivered.
So you say you love giving head.
I do, so I'll still give it either or.
So why do you love giving head so much?
I just like seeing the guy experiencing it, and I just love seeing them be pleasured. It just turns me on.
Okay.
this is so
Give
weird
her.
hearing our friends talking.
Now this is real though. See,
no, this is a great
I'll start it off
conversation.
on my side. I'm not a big fan of giving head on the first. I know I love giving head, period. But on the first, if I don't know you all that good,
He's talking about
can't
eating
do
pussy.
it.
I got a question.
Yeah.
Does it sound weird to say I like giving head if you're eating pussy?
Yeah.
Like to say
I mean, it's the
head.
same thing.
It's the
though.
same thing. Though.
It is.
I'm like, I love giving head, but now it just sounds like I'm sucking dick.
Yeah, I agree.
You know what I mean?
I think Mallory has something to say.
Box attention.
I think Mallory has something to say.
I do. See, okay, in my opinion, I think it's completely different for guys and girls on going down on each other because girls, in a way, to me, I look at it as like hygiene in a way. Like, I think that I would like guys that I know and been with before to take their time to go down on me. But like, just because I think it's more.
I mean, okay,
Yeah.
everything on ours, not to get graphic, is like inside.
Get graphic.
It's inside,
And it's
But,
harder
like,
to clean.
Yeah, exactly. Well, not that you can't clean
Well,
it. But
yeah.
It's just
Yeah, so it's completely different for guys and girls.
You're a little more selective on who
So pussies
you
are
want
nastier
to be
than
down
dicks.
there.
I think
agree.
vagina.
I think
Not
so.
nastier,
They are
but just
nastier, bro.
it's
They need
it's
a little
open.
more care than
The
you.
vagina.
Exactly.
Well, I thought the
If you don't
vagina,
take care
the
of it.
vagina is a self-cleaning organism,
Oven.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but some can smell.
Oh yeah, no, we know.
But I still think it's more of an expectation for girls to go down on the first time hooking up versus guy. Like, I don't expect a guy.
I don't
to
really
do
think
it.
it's an expectation though.
It
I
depends.
think
on,
it's just how it's going.
It just depends on the
or,
Yeah, I
chick.
was
and what
gonna say,
type
I
of
don't
chick you
expect-
messing with.
Like if you get like some, I don't know who do I fan. Like all right, say you get you get Rihanna on the first night, you're going down on her.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
I'm sorry.
I don't know
my
about
question is
that.
for you.
I'm
Well,
eating her booty.
I'm not going down on Rihanna. I'm
I'm
sorry.
eating her booty.
Well,
Why
wait,
not?
I have
Why
a-
would you not? Why not?
Come on.
No.
Why?
Because
Give me a legit answer.
I feel like
You
she's
seen her
a-
lately?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know, bro.
She looks
So how do
great
you guys
now.
determine what girls are good enough to go down on the
Yeah, I was
first?
gonna say, what are your
yeah,
guys'
what are your
standards?
expectations?
It really
Your
just
standards.
depends.
Mine's is more like how long I've been chasing you.
Yes. Well, that and how many times I've
Okay,
hooked up with you and I know you're not doing anything.
Well, we're
going
talking
back
about the
to
first time,
chasing, though.
But
Yeah.
that's why
I
I'm not
thought, are we
doing
still
it
talking
first.
about the first
No,
time?
we're going back.
Yeah,
Yeah, this is the
okay.
first time.
But
So,
that
So you're
first
chasing
time,
them
no,
for
we
just
talking
that
about
night?
one night stands,
That's
as
what I'm
in
saying.
I've
One
known
night.
you for months and we just
That's
now
our
having
first
sex,
night?
or is it
No,
like I just
one
met you?
night, like just
Oh,
met.
no, if I just met, it's no way it's gonna happen.
no, yeah, if I just met
Yeah,
you.
see, that's what that. Yeah.
I still think I would give head.
I just think if I'm going to go all the way with a
Yeah.
guy, to me, giving head is more just like, well, you know, it's going to happen.
It's actually it's levels to me though. Like I think kissing is a level, sex is a level. Honestly, to me, it sounds stupid, but I think sex is under kissing.
Yeah, there's a lot of people
Yeah.
like that though.
Like
I
I'd
think so.
rather
Yeah, I
have
think you
sex
can-
first, and I feel like kissing is more like
Intimate.
Yeah,
Intimate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
even more than sex.
Yeah, I think sex is more of just like, it's a physical,
It's
like,
just getting it out the way.
exactly.
Kissing
but
is more
kissing-
like we shit. I don't know. We sharing
share-
something.
You're sharing your dick with her pussy.
And you could get her pregnant. You could get her pregnant.
I know what you're talking about, though. I know what you're talking about.
I
I know what
understand.
you're talking about.
And like eating pussy is like the top. Like that's way
I just
up there.
really want to say off the record, I hope no one's family is really tech savvy and can hear this conversation
Oh, my
that we're
parents
all
are
having.
my parents are African. They don't.
It doesn't
Sorry,
matter.
Mom.
Sorry,
Straight
Dad.
up with my dad. He knows
What is
everything.
this? What is this? I thought you are talking about sex. People can hear this.
Idrissa.
Just gonna say sorry, mom and dad.
Shit, we're giving them pointers if they listen.
Yeah.
Whoa.
You think
I'm
Yeah,
hey,
you already know my
real
stuff.
shit. I remember the time my mom told me she was postmenopausal. She's like, yeah, you know, being postmenopausal. I was like, Mom, I don't need to hear that. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just something you don't want to know.
Before we completely get off though, how does everybody feel about one night stands? Acceptable or non acceptable?
They're not my thing. I
Have you
don't
had
do
Have
them.
you had them?
I've had them. Yes.
Okay.
I was gonna say, I feel like it's good to like experience everything once, especially like at a younger age, because you don't want to have regrets when you actually end up with someone and you're like, you know, I've never had a one night stand, or I never had just a purely physical relationship.
Yeah, I don't
'Cause-
want to segue too much, but like, damn, I lost my train of thought. But no, I think would you? Yeah, completely lost the train of thought. My bad.
one.
I think they're
hey,
acceptable because, like Sumie said, it's just you got to do something once, at least just once. If you don't like it, then you'll never do it again.
When's
But
your last one night stand?
I can't. I don't think I've had one.
I've
in
only
a
had
long
one.
time.
I've only had
bro.
one, and I was a lot younger.
I gotta
and don't
rock
think
with a
I'll do it.
chick, man. I'm not really that. I'm real cerebral. Like I gotta cerebral. I'm sorry,
He's mental.
Yeah, like I can't just jump straight in. Like, all right, it's like you look good, but if you talk stupid or ignorant or something I don't like, it'll shut me off completely
There's
to how you
something
look.
to be said about that because you could be what Curtis said. You could be bad as hell, but if you're just
Dumb.
it's like it's such a turn off.
But some people, it doesn't matter to them. I feel like it's because they on the same wavelength.
that
Like, oh, I'm
and-
Well,
retarded too.
Bashir, didn't you say last week? I don't know if it was Bashir or somebody who said something that one night stand is determined if it is one depending on the morning after. How
But
the
does it
morning
also
after
matter how
goes.
drunk you are?
You say
So
how
how are you
quick
gonna know?
you are?
No, how drunk you are, because you're like, if you're really drunk, you're not really gonna remember it. At least that's what happened with me New Year's, my last one night stand.
I agree. Alcohol intoxication does.
That's why she was
Yeah.
hitting us back up. Ashley, I figured
Sorry,
it out.
guys,
now.
I was
Yep,
doing more
see,
important things than
Yeah, makes
trying to
sense.
meet up with you guys.
Hey, no, that's a
Hey,
legitimate reason.
going back to what Curtis said, one night stands, I can't do it now because as you saying she's stupid, if she's dumb, my dick ain't getting hard.
That's how I am.
That's it. You could be the hottest girl and you just say some dumb
So
shit.
if you see a really hot girl like out at the bar, but you don't talk to her and you just see her and you're like, hey, what's up? And then she was cool, would you do it?
That's not how your one night stand goes. Though. It's not like, hey, what's up? Let's have sex.
I did that once.
it does.
Depends on the person.
Sometimes it's rare, but sometimes it's easy.
For mine, it low key went from dancing to
Just a one night stand.
Let's go home.
yeah.
But that's the thing. I don't want a girl.
But I think it just comes with age too, bro.
Yeah.
Like if we starting to be more aware of who we are, what we talking about. So if we see somebody who isn't, it's like, you
Well,
can't,
to
you
me,
ain't doing nothing for me.
I feel like a one night stand is classified more as like it's random. Like it's not something that you plan. Like I've been talking to this person, I'm going to get with them. That's not a one night stand. It's something that you're at a bar and it's an impulsive move on both ends. Like that's what I would
That's
classify.
Yeah, I feel the same way.
I just feel like it doesn't really happen that much anymore.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's a younger
No. I think it does. It's just in our age range.
Yeah, that's what I meant per se, like to us per se.
Because we get more conscious and like things are becoming bigger, careers is becoming bigger. So it's like we got a little bit more to lose now.
this is a
versus
quick,
being reckless.
my bad. I'm sorry,
You good, bro?
But back to I kind of want to ask the girls this question: do you make a guy wait, or do you want to get sex out the way off the rip?
I wait.
You wait. Okay.
I
We already know where this is going with Mallory.
okay. I think it depends how I vibe with them, how I think about them. If I'm like really attracted to them, then it just depends on my mood. Like if I think they're really attractive and cool, then I'll wait. Sometimes I'm just a little more horny and I just need to go for it.
Okay. So another quick question: if you see it going somewhere, do you make them wait? Or
yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, because for
Wait,
me,
before we jump off,
sounds bad, but for me, I feel like sex is a make it or break it kind of thing. Like I wait because it's more so like I think it will make it better if
that's
I
what I
get
was
to know
just about
you.
to ask.
Yeah.
That's what I was about to touch on her point.
that goes on the cerebral part though, because now you get to know them and you're like, all right, this person's super dope. We get along.
But there's also the
So it's a
whole
little easier when you don't know them. So it's easier when you don't know too much about them. Like, all right, I can just
But
delete
this
you out my
sounds,
mind.
but
when
I
it's
feel
done.
like one night
I'm
stands
not going to
too.
get attached.
Exactly. Yeah. And that's the thing. Sometimes with one night stands, I don't think it's going to come from anything. I think it's more like you satisfied
That's what a
urge.
one night stand is, though.
But we all remember
when you
that
say
one
one
that I
night stand, that
had.
means you're not talking to them.
And I
anymore,
cried
right?
every freaking weekend because I got attached. We all remember that one.
We're not going to say any names.
We do.
Huh?
Was that a one?
It was a one. No, I talked to him twice, and then it
was, but I think
But
exactly what you
technically,
said.
on a one night stand, are we saying I see him that night, go home and sleep with him, or am I going to wait a couple of days?
Yeah, what's the definition of a one night stand?
No,
I
it's
think
the
what
night
you
of. It's
believe.
the night
Like
of.
what we've said before.
I think it's the night of. I think it's the night of.
I consider a one night as a random.
Yeah,
the
like
time you
random
meet 'em and
night,
then
you
hook up
just
with them.
met them that night. You
It's
don't
a-
know them.
It's a sporadic hookup.
Yeah.
Right. It's a one night stand if you don't talk to them after. That's it. It was one night. That was it.
Yeah.
I kind of agree.
Right?
I kind of agree.
Because
I
I've had a
kinda agree.
one night stand. It started as a one night stand, but then
But
it
that's
became
not a one-night
relationship.
stand if y'all still
Exactly.
rocking.
I
agree.
All right, I see where
You know,
you're coming from.
That's a high
That's
five.
my guy right there.
Okay, I see where you're coming from.
All right, well, it's time to switch up topics. So, how do you guys feel about music during sex?
I love it.
Love it because first of all, that
Hold
warms
up.
up the
Hold
oven.
up. Who's your number one?
Hey, this is
Who's your
actually
number one
good for
artist?
Right
Soul
now,
Sunday.
right now,
If you
I
don't
will
say
rock.
Miguel, get the
I mean, I
fuck
don't know.
out.
Miguel, that's fine.
Miguel make you like cry if you like.
Nah, it'll make her cry.
I need like somebody
Frank-
who will turn up. So
Frank would
right
make
now,
you cry.
yeah, Frank.
Would make you
right
cry.
now, I'm going on like
Miguel
a
is strictly
on like a
Miguel-
Jacquees wave.
Bro, I was just thinking.
You
I'm
get on
not-
like Jacquees.
I could do that.
Bro, I don't have to
just
say
thinking.
anything,
I could do
bro.
that.
I let him do all the talking.
That's what Miguel does, bro.
Nah,
He
Miguel
hits
make you
notes.
like want to marry her.
All right.
And
See,
do
yeah,
all
that's
that
what I'm
stuff.
That's true. But it makes the sex fun.
What's his name? Jaquez, right?
Yeah, Jacquees.
Jacquez. Okay, his music is more like, like I'm trying to get it in. We're about to have like.
Yeah, but see, when it's that kind of sex, I don't like that.
Oh,
I
so
don't
you like
think
it more
music-
intimate
Yeah,
then?
I would
Okay,
use.
so then
I
Miguel
would
Like
use
more
music
like a
as,
Miguel.
Yeah, because for me, if it's a one night stand or if it's even just somebody I'm hooking up with, I don't think I want music.
What music do you need for a one night stand?
See, music, I
Nah.
don't think
I'm
you
still
need
going
for
with
a one night
Jacquees.
One
stand.
night
Jacquees,
stand?
Trey
Do it.
Songz, Chris Brown, like those the dudes. That's like
I'm not gonna lie. If it was a one night stand,
nah, Gucci too rough. Like
if it was a one night
What if
stand,
you
I
like
want
getting
that shit to be
slapped
ratchet,
around?
bro. That should be. I'll be playing some Migos.
I agree with Ashley though. One night stand and music isn't because
I
to
agree,
me,
too.
one night stands aren't meant to be intimate. They're in and out.
Yeah.
That's it.
But see,
Nah, see,
I
that's
can't
your
listen to
problem.
music. I mean, I don't mind music, but I can't because what if I get really attached and then we like end it and and then
That's-
I'm going to
I'll
every
be
time I
thinking
listen to
about
that
that.
song,
I'll be thinking about
I'm
that
gonna think
sometimes.
of him.
I have
Because I
a-
really love music.
I have
and
a
you're
lot
not
That
of
doing
depends
that
on the
song
song.
for
If
me.
you listen to a mushy song and then you hear it again, it's like, oh. But if you listen to
it's
some
just
shit
like
that was like,
background
nah,
music.
you're like, yeah, that shit was crazy that night.
What if you were really attached to them and they broke your heart?
I'm with
You don't want that
Mallory.
person
I'm with
to-
Mallory.
Hold on.
They can't break your heart on a one night stand.
well, not yet.
I'm saying, but, like if it's not a one night.
Not even that though. If it's a ratchet song, like I'm not getting attached to that.
Is that
Like
yeah,
I'm not
it's-
playing that type of music to somebody. I
But
give a fuck about.
even music like that doesn't even necessarily go for the bedroom. You can hear a song playing while y'all walking down the street, and that'll attach with you automatic.
like a breakup too. Like if you're like breaking up with someone and then like you can't listen to the song.
Frank
You know,
Ocean,
I
Frank
watched a
Ocean
movie
Blonde.
during sex. I've had a movie going on in the background. Yeah, that was kind of bad because I kind of started paying attention
The
to
Hills
the
Have
movie.
Eyes. That was the movie that I had in the background. It was the weirdest thing ever. I don't even.
Hold on, hold on.
that's-
We were
that's
fucking
a-
with
that's a
that in the
weird one.
It
background?
was weird, but it was a one night stand. That's what I'm saying. So like, you don't. It doesn't matter. That's what I
I'm
don't
not a movie
attach
dude,
anything
like,
to.
when it comes to sex stuff.
No.
Like,
I'm
I'd rather
not,
have
but it was a
music
one
on.
night stand. It was just one of those.
That Netflix and chill stuff don't really rock with me that much.
I think it's more of a relationship
Like,
thing,
in the
though.
mood and you're just ready to go.
Yeah.
And the movie
See, but you don't really watch the movies. Just sounds
that's
in the
what I'm
background.
saying.
I was just thinking on some.
Well, and that's what
And
I
I
feel
don't want
about
nothing
music
crazy
half the
coming
time,
on in
too.
the
It's
background.
just sound in the
If
background.
you're really into the sex, then you're really not going to really be paying attention to what's going on in the background.
That's real. Unless she's got Chucky on in the background.
And then you're just like, nigga, what is wrong with you?
You'd be surprised at the movies that are on in the background.
Yo, there was one time I was stroking. We started watching a movie, then we started stroking, but then we stopped stroking because the movie was actually really good. So
I've
we're just
done
like,
that.
people were like, hold on, damn, that should happen. Went back to stroking.
But see, I think music is a setting the mood thing, and you don't do that with just a hookup. You don't do that with hookups. You do that with someone you're talking to, or even friends with benefits. You would do that.
No, because I think really the music thing is on a guy's part. Like girls ain't. I don't really know if the girl is setting up the music. It's usually
about
the
to say, how do you-
guys.
how do you
it's
set
the
it up? How
guys'
do you set it up?
playlist that's like, all right, I'm gonna play this when she come over. You feel me?
I'm usually smoking with her too. So I'm
I
smoking
mean, so
first.
music makes it even better.
Yeah, I'm smoking and we're listening to music. Then I fuck.
High sex is
That's
really
top.
That's
That's
what usually
quality.
happens.
You
It's
quality
not,
man.
It's not like I'm like stroking, like I stop, I'm like, yo,
Great
I'm
Gatsby
gonna
over
play
here.
this music.
I won't have sex. I won't do drugs and then have sex because I've heard sex is so much better on drugs than when you have it without it.
Yes, it's all. I can't.
No, I can't
don't know
ruin
how
it.
It can
could
ruin
fuck
it. It
sober.
can
Yeah, I'm not
definitely
gonna ruin
ruin it.
sex
If you
with
call
drugs.
high, not being sober.
You just gotta turn up.
It depends on the person. Yeah, you know.
Molly,
if you're
you
like
love when
gonna
people
do
touch you on
drugs and play
Molly
the
if you have
weekend
sex
in the
on Molly?
background or
I
something.
had sex on Molly and definitely did
Holy
not.
shit!
Well, yeah, no,
I
you
couldn't,
can't. No,
no.
I can't. I can't.
So I'm gonna switch up topics again. So next topic.
Well, question. We're
All
not
right,
really switching the
question. Well, how do you? It is more of a topic. So how do you feel about foreplay? This is more like to the
I
girl.
feel like it's needed.
needed.
That
It
goes
is
into the
needed.
music, the setup, how you walk in, candle, everything counts.
I think eating pussy is foreplay for me.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah,
I,
no,
That's
does.
on and off to me.
Nah, that's my start off. I always
That's not
start off with
really.
eating
I mean,
pussy.
that's sex though.
Bashir always talks about how much he needs that though.
I need to eat pussy.
I need to do that.
I need to eat
But I
pussy.
feel like if I'm like
Consider
wasted,
foreplay, like going down on each other.
Nah.
anything
No,
other
foreplay
than
to me-
penetration,
Yeah, that's
anything
what I
other
think
than
of as
penetration.
Exactly. Foreplay to me is that sitting on the couch, y'all clowning, y'all
Yeah.
grabbing here, she grabbing here, you
biting
saying
on her
stop
nipples.
this, that.
Sucking on her
Setting
toes.
the mood. Okay, no, not
I ain't sucking on the damn
You be
toes.
sucking. Who told you?
If a guy ever sucks my toes, I'd kick him in the face.
Shit. Oh, so here's another thing. Do girls like getting their ass ate? Like, what's up with that?
Facts, bro. They do.
They do.
They
I like
do.
the finger.
I'll
Okay.
tell you that.
The
Nah,
fingers.
I'm sorry.
Okay,
let's
there's
ask
girls
them.
here. I like fingers. That's all I'm gonna say.
fingers. Yeah.
Oh, I don't mind the
You like-
thumb
you
here
like
and
the thumb
there.
in the butt?
I put a thumb, yeah.
I've
I've
never
definitely
I
had
like
done
the
it.
thumb in the butt. I do.
Yeah.
I do.
You don't have to.
Future.
You don't even have to put it in the butt. Just roll around.
Yeah,
it.
you just have to like
You can
briefly
roll
like,
on, you
touch it. You
press
don't
it.
even have to like go all
It's like
the
a
way.
No,
button.
you need to go in.
No, you could go in after, but you got to start pressing like a button.
Yeah.
Press it like a button, then go in.
You know when you go down on a guy and you start like teasing him a little bit, but you don't fully go down yet, and then when you do,
Don't do that.
Hey,
my God.
it's like that's like
do
my
that. I don't
finishing
like
move. Like if I'm gonna
I
put the
love
thumb in the
that.
butt, I know she's gonna nut.
But that only comes from that goes to our which is the favorite position. The finger
Oh.
only comes from like back shots to me.
And everybody
favorite
loves
spot.
back.
I don't know how you
shots,
doing
right?
it if you land down or to the side.
All right, let's go
You
to
are
favorite
octopus.
position. Favorite position.
Everybody has to answer this. Everybody has to answer.
Favorite position.
Yeah, let's go around.
Everybody knows all guys is dog. Let's
Facts.
just not
Doggy
even beat around the bush.
I like when the guy's sitting on a surface and then the girl's on her two legs. You know what I mean? Like it's from the back.
Why'd you say two legs? Like
Like, too-
What are you, a dog?
It's like reverse cow.
Wait, yeah, you gotta explain. Are you standing
Just
up?
like yeah, you're standing.
Ah,
you're standing
Driss
up.
here. I don't. This is difficult.
Oh, hey, when we were talking about when Sumie was like,
act
"Yeah,
this out
I like thumbs in the butt," I'm like,
So
oh,
Driss like, yeah, hell yeah,
you
I know she do.
Driss, what is Sumi's favorite position?
"Ooh,
Probably
Let's
doggy.
not, please. Let's not. Let's
I'm
not.
fucking throw up." All right,
So
love
you said,
guys.
all right, you said,
Let's
Doggies-
let them.
doggy-
These two.
all right, run it. What's your favorite position?
I think I have two. No, I know I have two. I like being bent over on something and then the guy going from behind, but I also like sitting up on something and then
What do you mean sitting up on something?
like
Like a dick?
Y'all gotta get.
no, like on a table.
Yeah.
Like okay, so like the guy like picks you up, like you're making out, like foreplay, whatever, and then he like throws you like on a counter or something.
That's some kinky ass shit. Throws you on the counter. Is this one Ashley somewhere?
I hope not. No.
You know,
Damn,
I don't
you gotta
think, I
wipe
think
that
I would
shit down,
respect. I would respect our place, and I wouldn't have sex on my counters. But
Nope,
At
having
his
sex on
crib.
all surfaces. That's how you break in a home.
At his
it
house.
is
yeah.
at his house.
We really do. I mean,
It's at his house.
that's never happened on this couch.
Okay.
Yeah, I've never
Oh,
had
sure.
sex on any of his side.
Okay, so
For me, oh god, I don't really know.
Come on,
Get
Ashley.
in,
Come on.
Ashley.
Break her out of her shell.
No, I like when people put me in weird positions that I can't expect it.
Like
I
pretzel?
Yeah.
So I was about to say something like you're
That's what it
Yeah.
You done
One of them
Ashley-
book- you know them
Ashley is
sex
a gymnast.
books?
Have
They
you
show her arm all the way like that.
To be fair, Ashley's a gymnast, so
Oh, that's true.
Okay, well, here's the thing, Ashley. I've never knew that about Ashley. I never knew she did a pretzel, and we get really deep and like talk about this stuff.
I've never done a pretzel.
What is the
I
Oh, you everybody, yeah.
It's like when you like literally fold the girl up and like over their heads and.
Oh, that's a pretzel. I thought she was like Indian style.
That's what I was thinking too.
Oh, I've done the pretzel. Oh, I've stroked the pretzel.
I've stroked a pretzel.
I've done the pretzel. Eat a pretzel. I've stroked the pretzel.
That's the name of the
I've stroked a pretzel.
That's the name of the podcast. I stroked the pretzel. I stroked the pretzel
what
was
this
just
one's called?
mad funny.
Yeah, I struck the
All right,
person.
well,
you know.
that strings off is not a different topic, but a branch. What's your favorite place? Couch, bed.
Nah. So Curtis, you gotta
Mine's
stop.
couch.
Curtis, you gotta stop this. You
Mine's
didn't even
is
ask me
couch.
my favorite position.
Oh,
You went to the
yeah.
girls and you just
You're
liked
right.
us.
You
You're
assume that
You're
everybody
right.
like dog.
No,
Yeah, I just
all
assume
right,
all
I'm gonna
dudes
give you
like
my
that.
second
We
position.
assume style.
I'm not gonna say doggy because doggy is obviously number one with the thumb in the butt. No, I'm telling you what the second one is. Bro, I like it when she's on top of me, right? Riding me, right? But I hug her. I bring her close into my body, right?
Ooh, that-
Here you
I
go.
bet.
He getting too
And then
deep.
listen, I'll tell you something. And then it's all about the guy's hip work. You know, you pull that ass up. It's all about your hip work. Stroke
that
that.
is nice.
See, that's
Squats, nigga. That's why you got to do squats,
That
bro.
is
Facts.
why you need to not skip leg day.
I need to
Don't
text
skip
him.
Hey,
like that.
real quick, yo.
Well, don't do it on
Hard strokes or slow strokes?
Real.
Girls.
Slow. Bro, listen, this is what I learned when I was young. That fast pumping shit, that
Don't
shit
worry.
is lame.
Porn
bro.
be fucking people
Girls
up.
don't
gets
like
old.
that.
We were
gets
talking
old.
about that earlier.
But you
the other day.
gotta know when to turn
gotta
up
know
and when
when
to
to do
turn
it.
down.
I was
Yeah.
gonna say, yeah.
Again, and that kind of goes back to maybe knowing the person.
Well, but I think it's also
One-night
when you're
stand.
starting off, you're not gonna
Go that
rail
fast.
in. Yeah, like
Yeah.
you're not gonna rail into them. But
Yeah, the first
you
night
know,
of sex is usually awkward because y'all don't know each other's
Well,
rhythms.
if it's a one night stand, all right, the true definition of a one night stand, you don't see them after, you don't give a fuck about them.
Right.
You
So
might,
you
you
don't
might
care.
just
See, yo, no, one night stand sometimes if I know I'm not, because if I think it's a one night stand, I'm obviously not gonna hit her up after, right?
Yeah.
Unless
you
sex
just
is
gonna
good.
go crazy.
Yeah, you
you
know,
just
but
and get the
I
fuck
practice.
up out of there.
I practice. I do shit like I don't care about you. I mean, let's just do shit.
Yeah,
You know?
Word. Yeah, you
Let me
right.
suck
you
your
right.
toes. I'm just kidding. I don't suck toes. I hate feet.
No,
I
you
hate
can't
feet.
suck
I hate
a one night
feet.
stand.
You can't suck a
bro.
girl's
You gonna
toe.
have
Nah,
fucking
yeah.
something on
She
your
got
lips.
corn on. Yeah, you got
But
corn on.
what was the next question that we did? What was the next question?
Does anybody want cat?
I'll have
Oh, we
one.
talk. Hey, we're pouring wine. We're getting it.
We're
getting
getting a
cracking.
wine break. But what was the next question that we talked about? Who brought up the question?
Driss
Wasn't it
Driss.
where do you
I
like?
mean, no, yeah, that was my next branch off. What's y'all favorite? Mine's is I'm a couch dude.
Really?
I feel like everything starts
the
on the couch.
Everything should start on the couch.
Not on our
So does-
couch, no.
I don't know. I like-
Not on our
You know
couch,
what
no.
happens? I'm more of a because I like it starting on the couch, but I want it to end.
I don't want
Yeah.
to break the mood.
But no, the thing is, it just escalates though. Like
That's when you pick
Unless
her
you
up.
gonna pick her up.
Yes,
Yeah.
if you
Well, that's
pick
what
me
I'm
up,
saying.
It's done.
Sometimes you just want to.
Yo, you ever walk
right there,
around-
shit is going smooth.
Though you can move her, and then when you're walking down the hall, throw her up against the wall,
Stroke her on
stroke
the
a little
wall.
bit, and then take her to the spot and throw her on the bed, and there you go.
I think that's another rhythm thing too, because not a lot of girls can take that wall action.
If it's a one
I
night
just-
stand, why do you care?
I think
Because
bedrooms.
if I fall and bust my shit, I'm gonna be mad at her.
I think bedrooms are more of like you.
Nah, because one time, it's a certain chick that you gotta know. Because even having like, I don't know if y'all ever had sex. Well, I'm pretty sure you have in the shower.
Oh, yeah.
Like it
Oh,
takes
that doesn't
both
work.
of
That
y'all have
doesn't
to
work.
work together.
that's
Yeah.
Or y'all gonna end up in the
that
hospital.
is so overrated.
It's
by the
so
way.
That's what I was saying. That's my least favorite position or place. To
It's
have
the
sex.
least, but it's the top too at the same time.
Nah.
bro.
Yeah,
If
I'm
you
not
know
gonna
what you're
lie. It's
doing-
actually harder for girls. That's like one of the number one ways girls can get UTIs in a shower
Mhm.
because just
Oh, that's a
You
fun
talk
fact.
about
That fun
UTIs?
fact beat your
Well, let's-
fact.
They fucking
Like we're gonna get
Right.
real deep
I've
into
never
it.
had a UTI from sex.
Okay, so
I don't know
how
what
what
it's
are the
like.
various ways you can get
when
a
you
UTI?
don't like pee after sex.
Yeah.
Like
Okay,
that's a big
yeah, I
one.
know
So like if
that.
you think about it, when you're in the shower like with soap and you're like all the shit that's coming off your body, like that's something that you can get a UTI from. Always pee after sex.
I always pee after I nut.
Always.
You're not even sex. Whenever I nut, even if I'm beating it, I always pee after.
Well, you gotta be up there.
I always.
So can we just talk about squirting really quickly?
Oh, yo, okay. Can we
We
gotta
about what?
We're talking about
Squirting.
squirting, but Bashir and Mallory just going
I think
at
it's
each other
false.
about this
I
topic.
think it's a myth.
I think it's
it's a
real.
myth.
No, it's not a myth.
Mallory, let's talk.
Let's try
Mallory,
not to.
let's
Yeah,
talk.
hey, let's try not to talk over each other. 'Cause I know
You're
people get
right.
emotional over this topic.
Wait. Can I just fun
Wait,
fact
Sumie?
about Driss? No, not it's not.
I was
but-
about to say.
I mean, you probably hear something, but fun fact about Driss: Driss's favorite porn star is Cytherea because she is a squirter.
Cytherea, Cytherea.
She from Game of Thrones?
I think she Greek. That sounds Greek, right?
Sumi, my question to you:
That's
what do
not
you
her real
think
name.
squirting is? Like, is
That's her
it pee
government
or is
name.
it not?
No, it's your coming. Pee. It's not pee. You're coming. That's a girl's like when I squirt.
It
That's me
comes out.
coming.
It comes out of the urethra though, so
Yeah.
people think it's piss.
It is.
No, because it would
a mix,
smell.
It's a mix of both. If you research it, it is not what everyone thinks.
How?
Wait,
Ashley,
This is
how
gonna
it's-
answer. Are you pushing it out?
No, it's like you literally
I'm
lose
not asking
control
you
of your
personally,
body.
but I'm trying to keep it like.
No, but it's like your body just releases. You're not pushing it because if you're pushing it, then you're trying to have.
We
an
might have to
orgasm.
extensively research this
So it's
topic.
not
I think
pee.
we do. We're probably both right but wrong.
Yeah, but no, the thing is,
No, I think it's like
No,
your
the
body
earth
literally
is-
just
Yo,
loses.
yo, if it is pee, I don't give a fuck. Because if I make a girl squirt, you got the golden star.
But she might just be peeing on you, so
But
you
I'm
don't
just
know
not.
if
Hey,
it's
it's
squirting
not
or
like,
not.
Yo, I gotta go pee.
like. I mean, obviously, I don't want her peeing on me. But if that happens, it happens. Like,
All right,
I'm
what
a
you're
clean
trying to say-
dude. I don't mind mess when we getting down to
That's
some
what I'm
messy
saying,
stuff, but
like-
that's like, bruh. Like if you did this
Like-
and you couldn't have no control, okay.
Wait,
If you
actually-
doing this just to turn up, you now I gotta fucking really.
I have a question.
wash my bed.
Are you guys opposed? Are you guys opposed to? Because there's some people that are grossed out about it. If a girl gives you head, do you kiss her? Like, do you are you more of like that's
shit.
what- or when a guy goes
I
down on
will.
you, are you okay with
I
it?
will because this is my dick.
yeah. And if
That's
especially
it.
if it's a girl you fuck with, like who? I
Oh,
don't
yeah.
care.
I
But
think
no,
what
I'm
I
like if
understand.
she.
But do I do it?
oh, absolutely.
It's more like, do I
We're
do it
not
by
kissing at
Yeah,
all.
I'm not
It's more like, do I do it by choice? Yeah. Do I if I'm doing it by choice? If it was up to me, no. But if you get caught up in the moment, you just do
You're
it.
in the
you know,
moment,
you just
man.
do it.
You're not thinking about
See,
it.
I personally don't want to kiss a guy after he's gone down on me just because
Yeah.
of all that.
But I feel like, I do. I go.
I will kiss a guy after I go down on him.
Well, that's different
That's
because
weird.
yeah,
Exactly.
But I don't mind. But to me,
that's
it's like
weird.
if you're in the
Are you the
moment,
opposite,
I
Bashir?
can't
That's
feel
weird.
like
No,
I
I'm just saying, like, hold on, why would you? Why is it okay for you to kiss him after you get?
Especially if you know how you are down there.
Yeah.
I mean, I know I'm clean.
But that's what I'm saying. So why would it bother
What about
you?
after eating butt?
No, all right. This is what I said.
No, hell no.
This is what I said. This is what I said.
I don't
It
really-
always depends on. It depends on who's getting the head. So if I'm
Yeah.
giving a girl head, right?
Why is
And
your hand
listen,
on my shoulder?
Listen, I know. I'm gonna hold you down. Let me hold you down. Listen. All right. Say. She's a squirter. I give her head. She squirts all over my face. Blase, blase. Right? It's all on my
throwing up
chin
right
and whatnot.
now.
First of all, that's how beards grow.
You're right.
Right? Facts. Okay.
Shit,
If
you told me I
yo-
can get a full blown beard.
Yes, bro.
Holy shit!
I am throwing up in my mouth.
You all are
Hey,
participating in No Shave November.
Right
That's your
after
own
you.
Let's see. Okay, everybody get
All
come
right,
on their
hold on.
face and see whose beard grows
No,
faster.
no.
I think that's a
It's
real
100%.
thing.
Should
Like
we
the more you
say-
eat out,
Should we send pictures
your
after
hair-
this?
it's like
Yeah.
fertilizer.
Yeah.
Before and
That's
after
like
photos.
human fertilizer.
Before and
Anywho,
afters.
listen, I digress.
Anywho, hey, anywho
Yo,
is mad
yo.
funny.
Anywho, right?
Yeah.
All right. Fuck you. Listen, it depends on the person that is receiving the head. So if I go down on a girl and it's done, she's like, oh God, oh, blase, blase. If she pulls me in to give a kiss, that's on her. She want to kiss this? Go ahead. Right?
That's more of a turn. Look
I
at my
never-
mom. Oh.
Oh, that's weird. That's weird. You better take that in another room because I'm about to say some nasty shit. Peep this. But if I like nut in a girl's mouth and whatnot, For me, I don't pull her. I don't pull her and kiss her.
I don't.
I
pull
never.
her. Nah,
I never pull her in.
There you go.
I'm not kissing my kids, bro. Not before they're born. You feel me? Like,
All right, not to string off, but for or against, and why not for swallowing?
Ooh,
You
phenomenal
have to. I just can't understand not swallowing because one, it's like it's cleaner.
it's like a reward. It's like
Well, one, it's cleaner, and two, it's like I just feel like for you to. It is. You know. Well, first of all, when Driss.
We gotta talk about the window story, right?
Well, no, I was gonna. The windows are, but Driss does the whole thing, and I announced this last time when he says, "Clean yourself up."
Absolutely.
Every time after
I do.
sex since day
I
one,
have to.
he's never failed to not say
because
that.
I'm real like that. Sumie.
And he'll throw a towel when there's nothing to clean, and I'm just like,
What's the equivalent to a girl? Like a girl swallowing. What's the equivalent to a dude? Like, is it the eating ass part? I feel like that's what it is.
Ooh.
No?
That's like as of now. That's recent. Like this whole eating ass thing.
Yeah.
Nah, I feel like Cat's been doing that. It
been
just got
happening
since
since,
Janae Aiko said it. That's when it turned
like
up.
the grocery shit,
groceries
bullshit.
and shit.
But
Yeah, I'm sorry. That's
She
something-
really did start a wave of ass eating, bro.
I gotta save that for
wait,
somebody.
Mallory and
I,
Ashley,
like,
you guys
give a
have to
fuck
answer
about.
this.
guys are always swallowing when they eat
I
pussy.
don't.
Wait, I have a real
swallow.
question. Have you guys gotten your asses eaten?
Hold on.
All right,
Let them finish.
never mind.
Ashley,
Finish. I'm
I have
sorry.
a list of questions that I still need to answer from the last question. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So
All right,
what's
Ashley,
your
what were you
answer
saying?
question?
Ashley, what were you saying?
I don't swallow. If I swallow, I will probably throw up. So I'm not doing it.
Is it like a texture thing? You just like-
Yeah. I can't do it. Yeah, and it doesn't taste
I
good.
just don't know where to put this wine
it
glass.
tastes like snot. If you guys wanted to know.
Yeah,
Okay,
and it's
well,
gross. I just don't want it.
It's disgusting.
That's gross.
Salty and tastes
Yeah.
like snot.
It's disgusting.
Yeah.
It's thick. Okay, so
What
me
if he eats
personally-
pineapples?
I can't hear all these details.
What if he eats pineapples? Yeah, I heard if you
No,
eat
it doesn't
pineapple.
make that big of a difference.
Well, okay. Here's
So you've tried it.
Well, I
I've
mean, I
tried it
understand.
once.
Yeah.
I've
Maybe.
tried it once and it didn't go well, and I honestly I like spit it out. It was disgusting. I just didn't like it. Maybe if it was not so thick, or if maybe I'll next time I have sex with a guy, I'll tell him to eat some pineapple, and I'll give
Tell him
it a
to drink
try.
water.
Okay,
You
here's
said-
the thing. The
Well, yeah.
only person that I would ever swallow for, if I ever do, will be my husband.
Why?
Well, see,
Absolutely.
no, because that's the person you're with.
Because-
When
yeah.
it comes to the whole eating ass thing,
I'm not gonna swallow some random dude.
The
my
whole,
shit.
thing
the whole
is-
eating ass thing.
But there's also when you're really drunk. There's times where, like,
Yeah,
when you're
just
super
into it.
drunk,
You just
like
into it.
you just
But my
like
thing
get
is
into it.
like I said, I'm real mindset. So if I feel like you're doing it just because like I asked you to, I don't want you to do it.
That's real.
Right.
I don't
Yeah,
think I've ever
I
been
have a
asked
real
though.
question, though.
That would be kind of weird.
kind of insinuated like.
I'm telling you, it's cleaner.
You
It's just
say
so much
What,
cleaner.
eating ass is cleaner?
Swallow it.
you said like that.
We're talking about
swallow my
swallowing,
shit, bitch. I'm no.
Wait,
Like that's
what?
no, but that's porn. If he did that, bro. Like,
wait, what are you
It's
talking
secret.
about?
I'm
Like,
saying, like,
if a guy
swallow
ever
my-
was just
yeah.
like swallow my cum or like swallow, like hell no.
You watch one too many porns,
I'd
bro.
point
Like,
his dick up at him and
Do you
make a
ask
shot
for
on
it?
his
Hey.
face.
Do you ever ask a girl, where do you want me to nut? I'm a polite man. I asked her,
Please
like,
swallow my
before I'm
cum.
numb, I'm like, yo, where you want this?
Yeah,
Yeah,
you gotta
yeah,
sometimes
always say it.
But that's like
not ask where you want, but just let her
No.
know it's
Yeah.
about to happen, so she
No,
can
no,
make
yeah.
a
I
say
decision.
where
Like,
you
all right,
want
this
it.
is gonna be.
Yeah. No, when I say
ask where do you
when
want
I
this?
when I say where you want it, she knows it's about to come.
yeah,
Right?
But there's
Or
but
you
you
just
know
say like, I'm about to. It's
Yeah.
about to
Yo,
go.
I'm like, yo, baby.
Yeah.
Oh
and
my
then
God.
she'll tell you
If
where.
about
guys
to
tell
nut.
me they're about
Where-
to come, I'm getting in the position I want to get into for it to happen.
What's your position?
Yeah, I was about to ask.
But yeah.
What is it? What is it? Don't smile. Tell us.
Yeah, where do you normally
Nothing
receive your load?
fancy, guys. Calm
back,
down.
stomach.
On your glasses.
That's
No,
kinky.
those are brand new. Come on.
Yeah, these
Okay.
are brand new.
So,
Come
you
on.
have, so what you're
Yo,
saying
hey,
is you
no,
have
no.
a separate pair of glasses that you wear during
I
sex?
do, yeah.
Okay. Mm.
Sex class.
Or I just wear my glasses.
She's like not on the $150 glasses.
okay, going
$400 glasses. Oh
going
shit.
back to the whole like asking someone to swallow. That's I think as disrespectful if someone were to like put their hand on the back of your head while you're blowing.
Some girls like that.
You know what? You know what I think is disrespectful?
I'm
Shooting your nut in their
Girls
mouth
like
without
that.
telling them.
No, I think
That
Girls
is-
like being
It
taken
depends
advantage
on how-
of,
it
but
depends on
still
how you
feel
do it.
safe.
All right, hold on. One at a time. One at a
wait,
time. One
wait,
at a
I
time.
got a question. Real quick.
I think it's disrespectful also when a guy
say this.
slaps
That's bullshit.
slaps their dick in their face.
Never had that.
Okay, what do you
I've
think?
never
do you-
had that happen.
Now,
But it has to be in the moment.
yeah.
Yo, have you ever done this though? Pop the dick out in the mouth.
Nah, that stuff doesn't do anything
that's
for
like
me.
that's the closest to like slapping my dick on. It's like pop it out of her mouth, put it back. in.
Okay, so is it?
Ew.
I'm gonna ask the girls this. Is it super disrespectful to come on her face?
You have to
No.
ask.
I'm not into that.
How do you?
I'm not into that.
I'm not into that either.
How do you?
I'm not that into it
I'm not
either.
into doing it because I gotta look at you.
Yeah.
I think she's got to wash
If
her
we
face
cool,
after.
and I gotta keep looking at you, it's
That
like, oh,
goes
why did I
back-
do that?
That goes back to the
Yeah.
one night stand thing.
Yeah. If we dating,
One night stand.
I still don't think I could.
No way. No. He said bukkake. He said bukkake. That's real. That's real.
hilarious.
Wait, so girls, I feel like I can't do that to someone just like come in their
Some
face.
girls like that.
Really?
Well,
It's
some
too.
girls.
It's too alpha.
Yeah.
No pun intended. It's too alpha. Like,
No.
I mean like alpha. As
I
I've
feel
never
like
done
you
it
were,
before. Like it's too.
degrading me.
have you given facial? Hold on.
never-
Has
I
anybody
just
given
think it
facial?
depends
never
on
done
the
that before.
You've
moment.
never done it?
Have you?
I've never
It
done it
depends on
either.
the girl. If she's a porn star and like,
Oh, yeah, she a
let her
porn
go.
star.
But I'm like also the type of person where I will do everything once to understand if I like it or not.
That is true.
So like
I
if
like
it's something
trying.
that I'm like, you know what, I don't
You know
like
what's really
it.
irritated me
But
in
I'm
the
not
past,
one to
though?
say no.
I don't get.
I don't really get anything out of it.
If she does,
the
then
whole-
I-
the
go
whole-
ahead, I'm a nut
the
on your
whole
face.
swallowing
Well, that's
thing.
when you need Driss over you to tell you to clean yourself up.
That's
Hey,
that's
when it
the
comes to
thing.
the whole swallowing thing, though.
It's on her.
Well,
Wait,
yeah,
do you-
exactly. She's initiating that, like, so it's
Yo.
like you're
I have a
going. You
new
can't.
question.
I gotta say, but I'm saying right before your question.
No, go ahead.
The swallowing joint.
Mhm.
If I hear it go, yo, you a freak. I love you. I love you. Like I'm gonna want to have sex with you again. Like I'm gonna get hard again right after
Absolutely.
you swallow.
But all right, because some dudes are like this. It's weird. It's weird because like if a girl gives it up too quickly, you're like, oh, this bitch is a hoe.
yeah.
But
Yeah,
I
I
don't.
do-
I don't
two
think that way.
questions.
I'm just like, yo, maybe she just thinks
It's
I'm
like
dope enough.
it's like
I
that
don't
one
know,
night
like-
stand. If on a one night stand, girl's like, yo, nut on my face. I'm like, hold on, what?
Aggressive girls scare me sometimes.
They
If I
do.
don't know you,
Yeah, sometimes.
because then it's
You
like,
know what?
I'm thinking like,
Men
oh,
are
you done did
fragile.
this with 100 other
Yeah, exactly.
dudes.
We're fragile
that's what I'm saying.
niggas.
It's in
Men
the
are
back.
our
Yeah,
egos are
men-
fragile. We'll start
yeah.
thinking.
The male ego is
yeah,
fragile.
you're
Our
right.
egos are
You're
fragile.
right.
Male
You're
ego
right.
is
You're right.
fragile.
How many niggas nutted on your face? Fuck.
But again, hey,
But then
back-
I'm like, you know what? I don't give a fuck. Nut.
one, yeah,
You just
and it's
gotta
a
be
one,
safe.
and
I'm
if it's a
leaving.
one
You just gotta
again,
be
back to
safe
the
out
whole
here.
like quick. If it's a chick you don't give a fuck about, I don't care how many niggas
Exactly.
on your
All right,
face. bro.
skipping
It's
the
not-
one night
bro.
stands and swallowing topics.
Like at that,
It's
at
when I
that
start
moment,
to fuck with you,
actually,
then I start to
the whole
care.
fragile ego thing. At that moment, if I have your pussy, I have your pussy. I don't give a fuck who
Facts.
had your pussy
facts.
before. And
Facts.
once I get your pussy,
But sometimes it does
you don't-
matter though.
it
It
what?
depends on a past can be detrimental to your future.
That's relationship. now
Well,
we're talking about
hey,
relationship.
we're
That's in
gonna-
everything.
No, I'm
Hey.
saying, I'm saying, like, if you're fragile about her past,
But
you're
it's
in a
not
relationship.
fragile. Sometimes you got to be skeptical and cautious.
All right,
Because
now we're
that-
talking
her
about
past can
health.
fuck
Now we're
you
talking about
up.
health.
We talking about health
we talking
and
about
everything.
A
Nigga,
big
health,
nigga?
all that. You got to look at all. That's why one night
Okay,
stands
well,
are so
hey,
rare
we're
for
actually
me.
that's a good segment.
All right,
we're
run
gonna
it.
segment into so we talked more about like the physical aspects, but we're gonna go more into like the relationship side. So like the first question, yeah, this is gonna be a little bit more. So the first question is gonna be how you can tell. How do you tell when it's official? So starting off, like let's
This
go
is a
get past the
phenomenal
sex.
question,
When you
by the
eat
way.
ass.
Well, this is
That's when it's
past when you get past like the whole. Okay, you had the initial hookup and you've been talking for a while. Now we're gonna talk about when do you talk about when it's official? So.
Oh, so y'all just.
I don't even
I
know.
want to hear guys.
Let's.
Yeah, well, I don't
What's
think
the girl?
you. It just kind of happens. Like dudes just find themselves like dating somebody. I feel like because it's. I mean, but I think the guy should let it be known. Like, all right, yo, you're just my chick now.
Yeah.
Here, like
To be honest,
like, we
like-
go together.
Well, I think the question is, when do you know that?
When
It
My
just-
thing
it
is,
depends on the
I-
chick.
Yeah, I think I don't
Yeah.
even think it depends on the chick. It depends on both and the time because
Yeah.
it's like if we rock for twice or if you feel any type of way about me talking to another girl,
Mhm.
all that stuff plays a part. Because if you mad, then it's like I thought we was official, and then you got to be like, oh, this is awkward. Are we official? Or are we not? Sometimes
Oh,
you got to
yeah.
address stuff. Sometimes you got to confront it.
Age plays a big part.
Obviously,
Yeah. Well, I was
Texting
I was
all
gonna
the
say
time.
too. I'm not big on labels, but I think like what Curtis and you guys were saying, like it's more of you both just having mutual understanding. So you're coming around more often around their
Yeah.
friends. You might ask, are you seeing anyone? Are you sleeping with anyone? But I don't feel like it's so necessary to be like, are we boyfriend and girlfriend? Are we official? It's more so you just
Isn't
know.
that right
So
there,
is that
yeah.
another way of asking? Like, are we
It is,
together?
but
If
it
you're just
might-
asking,
It's actions.
Yeah, it is
Well,
too.
that
Like you
right
might
there-
know someone's whereabouts.
that right there, what she said, like when you ask that question, are you seeing anybody? Are you talking to anybody? that just lets you know that that interest is there. So
she's
you can
locked in,
continue.
then.
Yeah, you can continue to keep talking to that person, knowing that she's thinking that way about you.
Well, that could go two ways because that guy could also be talking to somebody else.
Exactly.
But if that guy is still texting that girl 24/7, taking that girl home like one night out of the weekend every weekend, then that's still a sticky situation because you're not dating her. You don't want to date her, but you're still doing all that stuff, and it's
Well,
still
that's a fuck
established.
nigga though. That's like,
Yo, I'm
And
gonna throw a plug in real quick. Sticky situation, Quinn.
Yeah.
But it goes back to what you
Beautiful
said
song,
too.
beautiful
Like it depends on age too. Because when you older, you're gonna be a little bit more straightforward. Like this is what it is. When you're young, it's like you confused and you want to say something, but sometimes you're scared.
You know
or
what the thing
shy.
is? You don't. For me, is actually I don't want to say for me because I don't really did. No, my bad. Peep this. Whoever asked that first is like you lose the upper hand.
And you know what?
You
Speaking
know?
of, no, when it
Nah,
comes,
I mean, kinda
hey,
lose-
I want
not
to touch on
lose
that. I
the
want to touch
upper
on that
hand.
because a lot of people like
That's just like
it's
the
a
love
power
word.
struggle
It's a
for
power
people.
move.
You're right.
Especially now,
You
like
lose
people
it.
are just like, I don't want to get hurt,
Yes.
so they automatically are just like, all right,
I don't want
if
to show
I
that.
put myself out there, I'm gonna be the one. I want to have control of the situation.
Yes.
You know what I'm
That's
That
saying?
goes back
That's
to your
why-
first point though, is age. Because when you're
Yeah.
older, you're gonna get that stuff out the way. Like,
True.
listen,
Yeah.
this is what it is. When you're young, your emotions are so fluctuated. Like you don't know when to ask or not to ask, or if he gonna feel like this. But when you're older, you like, listen, is we doing this or is we not?
Facts.
But I think
sometimes guys get
Are we together
scared,
or
like,
not?
the girl or guy gets scared once you ask that.
That's
Yeah, I think when you drop that bomb, it's definitely different. But I think what comes out of a relationship is, are you guys on the same page? Ultimately, I think every relationship is different.
I think it's a girl thing. I think
But
the
if you
girl has to
also-
ask.
No.
What you
Yeah,
say?
but if you, sorry, I lost my train of thought. Go ahead.
What you say? What you say? Sumie?
Well, it does depend on. Fuck, I just lost my shit.
What you say? These niggas.
I'm going to take the train backwards because
Okay.
I'm losing it too. But I think it was more so like you're just on the same page. It's every relationship is very different. Some people are very labeled. They like to update their Facebook status right
Yes.
away. They like to post it on. So for me personally, when I feel like when I post, I don't post a picture with me and a guy that I'm talking to unless I know that he's been brought around a lot.
I really
and
wanted to.
Yeah.
We could. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you? That's the problem. I think social media kind of fucked that up because
Oh,
some
yeah.
people aren't. Some people are just private people. Period.
Yeah.
And then now there's this added pressure. All right, now I got to put her up on Snapchat.
But then it's so
Instagram.
false when you see those people who just constantly posting each other. You know that's
yeah,
not
there's
gonna
a,
work.
I don't. You
It's
can't
like you're
expect the
forcing
other
it.
person.
How
If
many-
you're
it's
gonna
the-
post a picture,
It's
you
the-
can't.
It's the people who post one picture every 6 months. Those are the ones who rock the hardest.
How many
Absolutely.
girls have we seen put up a picture of a guy, like or Snapchat a guy over and over and over again, and then it's a new guy every 3 months? It's just
false.
yeah.
Because that to me isn't a relationship that you're
Fake
intimate.
news.
It's just an image thing. man.
That is fake news.
Wait, Ashley was gonna say something.
She did it in a Trump voice. You fake news.
Yeah.
It's fake
Hold on.
news.
Let Ashley talk. She has
Well,
something to
okay,
say.
no, what I was going to say was at that point, if you're just like posting stuff over and over again, it's not necessarily you're into that relationship. It's just you're showing this person off. And it's just kind of vanity
And
at
you're
that
trying
point.
to put
Like,
on a, you're
it's
trying
not-
to also put on a facade how your
Yeah,
life
exactly.
is going.
You're
Like,
so
oh, I have a
perfect,
boyfriend and
great.
we're
That
happy,
goes
but it's
Yeah,
like you're
but
not.
no,
We can
if
see
you,
through it.
Yeah, if you're actually having a relationship with somebody, you're spending that time on them. Like you don't want to post to the world what it's like. You're focused on them. You
I'm
don't
more-
want like
I'll tell you something.
occasionally, yes, you want to put something out there, but not.
I'm more the
24/7.
guy that would be posting funny things about my girl. Like if I had a girl right now on Snap, or if I had a girl, I would post her. I would snap her all day, but it'd be funny shit.
She might hate me, but
Yo, she would hate me.
agree-
Exactly.
I agree.
It wouldn't
I
be
agree.
like, yo, I'm in love, guys.
But
Watch
that
this.
depends on who you are. You might just do that with anybody that you're around.
Exactly. If I'm around you 24/7,
Yeah, we're gonna. Yeah, of course.
I'm gonna fuck around.
Yeah, I mean, I'll
Bashir, are you in a relationship with us?
That's what it is. That's it.
I think so. You're in a
You are
relationship.
always.
Yeah.
Bashir, we hang out like every weekend. You are in a total relationship with us. We don't post a lot.
No.
You know, we're so invested
Yeah.
in each other.
We
We
never
hang
post
out
pictures
outside of
together.
drinking.
Honestly, this just confirmed it,
Wow,
bro.
that's
Like,
crazy.
We go to
Actually,
dinners together.
I talk to these people when I'm not drunk. Yeah, that's a great point. If I'm talking to you, if not even talking, if I'm conversing with you, going out and
Ooh, I got
like,
another.
going out with places without alcohol being involved,
Mhm.
then you know I actually rock with you because I like alcohol, and for me to like drop that,
This just popped in my head. What is the love word really like a thing
is it?
anymore?
That's crazy.
Oh, I got you. It is for me.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't throw.
It's
love
for
you.
I feel like it's
Yeah.
getting tossed around, but it's also not being said at the same time.
No, it's tone too. Because I'd be like, yo, I love you, right? I'm grabbing off her right now. It's like,
Well,
you
I
know,
think it
or you could be
depends.
like, I got love for you. When I say I got love for you, that means
Being in love is different than loving.
Yes.
when you
Being
say
in
in,
love
agreed.
is
so the word is in.
But okay, it is
That's the
when you
main
say
word, right?
in love, right?
In.
Like you can
I'm
love. I
in love
love
with you.
all of you guys so much, and I say it when I mean it. But when you say it in a relationship, that I think it's a different level. You're in love because you don't just
Yeah,
say
I love
love
you.
you
Say
just to
in
say
love.
it.
You're in lust with them.
Yeah.
Say you're lusting.
Even
Not
even
loving.
with your girlfriend, you'd be like, yo, love you, baby. And that's when she just gave you like PS strings or something like, oh, I love you, baby. Or it's like, or it's like we just
different circumstance.
or you just ate ass and you're like, oh, I'm
But I
in
also
love with
feel like
you
you
baby.
don't say that
really
word.
don't.
I just like saying eating ass. I just like saying it. I
Bashir, when's
I
the
don't
la-
eat ass like
Hey,
that, bro.
Bashir, when was the last time you ate ass?
Last night.
Last night.
So,
Hey, nigga, why you put your arm around
That's why
me?
you came home at 8 a.m.
when was the last time I ate ass?
8 a.m.
Nigga,
yesterday.
I don't know. After the weekend concert?
I don't
You want to act like this?
Nah, but this gives me a good idea for the next topic. So, what are stages of the relationship now? Because I feel like there's so many
That's a great
different stages, and you got talking, you got fucking.
You never know
Well,
anymore.
well, let's talk
That's
about
what
the
I was about
generic.
to
Like,
say.
there's talking, there's exclusive, there's
It
hooking
ties up
up.
with everything we just talked about.
Yeah.
Because it's like you don't know when you're talking, but you do know when you're talking. Are we allowed to talk to other people? Are we not?
Yep.
Yes, we are. No, we're not.
Let me
and
ask
you're
you-
still in a relationship.
Well, another question too is because guys are different about it. Some guys will bring home like to their parents almost every girl they're with. Some guys are very truly selective. Like if I bring you home,
Once you meet the parents, though.
No woman in
That
my
depends
life.
on the respect
no-
between you and your parents, or that you have for yourself,
I
or
wish
that you
we
have
had-
for your parents.
We might have had a friend coming up here, who is. I mean, you all know who I'm talking about.
Yo, he's a serial parent meter.
Yeah.
Like,
that's
he
our
always
that's
yo,
our
meet my
guy too.
moms.
But
we fucking love you. You know
I
we
love
talking
you, bro.
about you, but we,
You know
you know
you.
we love you.
Cute ass
but the
nigga.
thing
Listen.
is,
Pretty
Pretty ass.
yeah,
No, the thing is,
he's got a phenomenal.
no
head of hair,
woman.
too.
Yo, I've never introduced a lady of mine to my mom's.
Is
Ever.
that for religious reasons,
It's
or just
pointless.
like
The only reason you meet my mom's is I'm marrying you.
Yeah. Or you're very serious.
it's very
This
serious?
sounds-
It's
to me-
just serious, not marrying,
not
but
marrying,
just
but like I see.
Yeah. But
like,
you
I
know-
wanna-
you know what's
I can see
more-
a future with you.
for me though, I actually take into account more of my friends accepting my relationship than my family because I don't think my family really knows me to that extent. I will take my friends, not fully. I have my own opinion. I mean, if I really like this guy, I'm not going to say my friends don't like him, I don't like him, but I'm actually more nervous to introduce a guy to my friends because you guys are the ones
Yeah.
that really know me.
And you know what? And if my guy or like boyfriend, something that can't get along with anybody or like my friends, then I don't think I can
And we
physically
can't do
date
it.
you.
We can't do
Because
it.
I'm with you guys
Oh,
all the
that's
time.
a fact. That's a fact.
And
And
the
like
thing
family, I
is,
see them
We've
for
ran into
holidays.
that. We've ran into that before.
I'm scared too. I'm scared. Like I have 5 sisters, and I got like 50 cousins.
I don't care about
Maybe
my
70.
cousins.
No,
My cousins can fuck
but
off.
they're like all girls.
Yeah, who cares about cousins' opinions?
No, my cousins. I'm talking about like
They
my
probably
first
close.
cousin. Yeah, yeah.
And then it should
And there's a
matter.
lot of women in my family, so I'm afraid. I think one thing is I'm
We're hard
afraid
to please.
how they see her
Mhm.
because they could.
So is that a deal breaker though? If that girl does not get, or that girl or that guy doesn't get along with your friends, is it?
Well,
Is it
okay,
I don't necessarily think.
for
No, I
me,
think it's variables, man.
it's not, but
Yeah.
for me, I feel like, and just from our own personal experience, like I think when you get to a point where Driss can come to my friends without me having to even be involved, or I can come to you guys without him even being involved. Like
Now,
that's when I
real.
feel like
that's real.
I mean, I
I've
hang
never
out
thought
with you
about
guys
that.
all the
we
That's-
say that. We say
that's
that about
real
Sumie
shit.
all the
Yeah.
time. Like we don't consider
real
Sumie
shit.
Driss's boyfriend.
If y'all
It's-
can
she's our
talk,
friend.
if y'all can talk separately to you guys as friends, I feel like that's more y'all rocking more.
Yeah. But
That's real shit.
back to the whole friend thing, like there's some situations where, I mean, your friends don't like your significant other. That's never happened to me, thank God. But you could still, but you still want to stick with that chick. But
Yeah.
Maybe like the dude knows that his
I
friends
think
are just
you
a
gotta
bunch of
keep it-
fuck-
I don't know if you can date her
but
at
then
that
that
point. I
turns
don't
into what kind of friend that is, because if he see that you happy with her, then he like,
Right.
man,
Like, he
listen,
should
she's
respect
not my
that,
biggest fan,
and-
but I'm gonna treat her like she the homies whenever she around.
it's levels to it because It depends
Fuck
on what
this
the
game.
friends are doing. I know everyone's around. These
My
niggas.
bad. The Cowboys lost.
Yo,
LOL.
Yo, this nigga's an idiot.
Oh, what is
Yo,
going
he's
on?
an idiot. This nigga just let it.
Okay,
All right,
now it's
fall.
over.
Okay,
Sorry.
stupid. All right, no, but it's levels to it. Like, who's bugging? Who's bugging first? Is it your friends that are bugging, or is it girl that's bugging?
If it's the girl or the boy.
No, if it's my friends that bugging, I'm like, yo,
But no,
this
it's
is my girl.
It really don't matter because you don't know. They don't know your girl like you know your girl.
Facts. But then it's like you hang out with. I hang out with y'all motherfuckers. How
But
many?
like I said, that comes down to a definition of a friend, bro. I feel like there's a difference between acquaintances, people you hang out with, and friends. A friend is gonna tell you like, bruh,
She bugging.
she really good for you, or I
Yes.
see little things like this that she not rocking with.
Yes.
But it also depends like how you guys vibe in the situation and like what the situation is and how's it handled. So like if she comes into the group coming in like thinks she's on the pedestal and everything, I think that's completely different. But if you guys hang out and you guys can be okay and then like you guys like just don't have the same opinions, and that's something different. So I think it depends on the situation and how it's been getting in. I don't know the word, but how it just like goes in with the vibes and everything.
Yeah.
I also think like you're as a friend, like what I think one of you were talking about this, you're obviously going to think about how happy your friend is, but you also take into account, like, I might not like this person, but is she harmful in his life? Is she a negative, person in her life?
That's how
Is she
Here's
bringing
my
him
thing.
down?
Here's my
Is she
thing.
bringing
Here's my
him down,
thing.
or is she just annoying?
Or you just see what level your friend, because like I said, if that's your friend, you see how he is with every move, or she.
Yeah.
If she's in his life and you see something turning up in his life, going
Yeah.
good, then it's
Whether
like,
I
all right,
like
she
her or
good
not.
for him.
Exactly. And you don't have to personally like her, but if she's bringing him down, if he's losing touch of what's important, he's distant from his family, his friends, he's not doing well in life.
I can just be like, look, I'll kick it with you when you're not with her. All right, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Sometimes you can run into a problem where she wants to be with him all the time. And I think, but
But you just love your friends so much.
absolutely.
That clinginess phase is real to the personality, though. Some girls just like have a boyfriend that they like, oh, I'll see him when I see him. Some want to just be up their ass.
Independent sometimes.
As y'all
I feel like
friends,
independence is a big thing.
Am I your
man,
friend,
in my
Alpha?
world?
Huh?
am I your
Oh, I
friend?
need
Sure,
I'll
I
get so
guess.
annoyed.
Guess what?
I'll
I'll tell you straight up if you're dating a fuck nigga. And
Thank you. No, but
Yeah.
I would want that.
I would
though.
tell
Like,
you straight up, like, yo,
like,
this
this person's
girl-
just-
yo,
yeah.
stop, stop,
not the person you should be with.
cool.
Yeah.
You guys
Chill.
know I would definitely tell you.
I tell you all the time.
I mean,
Mallory would fight them for you.
I mean, Mallory's
Yeah,
definitely
girls
done
can
it,
see
so
it easier with other girls. Of course, we
Yeah.
blinded by the other man.
But then it's different because guys don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck who you dating.
Yeah, that's the thing.
I get
don't
too
think
shit.
Yeah, yeah.
Girls on the other hand.
Okay, but
Unless
take
I
it.
don't.
But taking it from
Unless
a girlfriend that came into the group, like, I become judgmental if I was easily accepted, and I think it's a two-way street, but like, if you're not accepted, I just feel like this group of friends is so
Thing is,
diverse.
you
Like,
made
most
yourself
people.
welcoming. There's other people that we've been in. We know it firsthand
And
that
we
have
just
not.
tell
But
each
you can
other
tell.
what's
That's why
up,
I
too.
find it a
Why
fault
are we
if
all
you can't
standing?
mix
Yo,
with
say it
anybody.
again.
And we get along
you
with a
looking at
lot
me?
of people.
No.
And we tell each other
I
what's
know.
going on. And if you
I
can't handle it,
Ashley just staring at me, yo.
I feel like a lot of that stuff comes down to a mature, like age and maturity level too. Because if you bring around if I brought in a 21-year-old,
I don't care. It's
not a not. But what if she was getting on your nerves? Then you would care.
And I
You'd
would-
be like, Kurt, why the
and I
fuck
would
did you?
tell you? I'm like, yo, this girl talks way too much. Get her.
But that's
out of
what I'm
my fucking
saying.
house.
just tell her, I'd be like, can you stop talking?
No, I
But
see.
she might not understand
no,
that.
you don't want to disrespect.
When you at a
your
certain
friend.
age-
I'm sorry, you're talking a little too much.
I know, but you don't want to disrespect your friend now. You're talking
That's
to
what
his
I'm saying.
woman.
I'm not trying to be a bitch here, but your girlfriend needs
See,
to.
she's gonna.
See?
But she won't understand
You gotta
that.
come to
Yo,
the friend though.
yo,
You gotta.
That's why I said
bring her
maturity
down.
plays a big part.
Well, tell her to just get over it.
Yo, it's more of your girlfriends meeting your girl
Yeah.
Ashley, what do you think?
because your
You've been
guys don't
awfully
give
quiet.
a fuck.
I'm just
Oh, yeah,
listening over here.
Ashley's like-
I'm
Ashley's
listening.
like-
I'm
Ashley's
listening.
been
I'm
on
taking
point.
it
Ashley's
all
a guest.
in.
We got.
Oh, Ashley's entire future flashed before our eyes. She's like, "Oh my god, is an employer gonna hear this shit?"
My friends are freaking weird.
No, I'm just taking it all in. I mean, I definitely think it. I definitely think it's more so the girlfriends of the guy.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Like,
Ooh,
I just
girls are
think
just more
girls.
judgmental.
Yeah. Well, okay. No.
Yeah,
Here's the thing.
Why
Here's
do
the
girls
thing.
say it other girls?
Guys don't really care.
We don't.
We don't. We don't. I don't personally. I need more girlfriends in my life. I'm tired of hanging out with you
Okay.
guys all the time.
Ouch.
That is so true.
Ladies.
Well, see, not every. You guys are different though. You guys more often than not are getting along with other girls. So
Yeah.
when you guys say, no, I really don't fuck with that person, I believe you. There's some chicks who just don't get along with girls, period.
Mm-hmm.
And I hate that whole, I just get along better with guys. And it's like, no, you're a bitch.
Or you're a hoe.
Yeah.
You're just a hoe. You're just a hoe.
Sucking dick. That's what he said.
And that's why you don't have friends, because you've alienated every other girl.
Yeah.
But that depends on too. Like we can tell off. Well, I barely know y'all. They know y'all. But I can tell like when somebody's mature about and comfortable with who they are. Like when somebody's not comfortable with who they are, they not good with groups of people.
Yeah.
Because they so busy trying to understand them, they don't know they self. So then they come off looking funny. And then the other people are looking at them like, what's wrong with
That
you?
is a maturity
Yeah, they just
thing.
give out like a weird vibe. You know?
Sometimes you're
It's-
just
Well,
really weird.
I was gonna say, as a
Yeah.
girl, a big red flag to me, it's not necessarily. I think personally, when you're a girlfriend, how do you spend your time when you first meet friends? Are you with the guys most of the time? Are you standing
That's
next to
deep.
your guy, or are you
I did
hanging
that.
out with
That's
in
real.
between?
Can I ask a quick question to you guys? Since you do hang out with a decent amount of guys, do you ever run like you're dating somebody and that guy, or not dating, maybe talking, and he may bring up the fact that you hang out with a lot of, is that a problem?
Oh my god,
Oh,
that is
wow.
a huge problem
Oh, yeah.
to me.
Oh yeah,
I feel like that's part
happened.
of the
That's happened to
reason.
me.
I feel like that's part of the reason that Mal and I don't ever really like talk to guys that much is because we're around you guys.
They don't like us. They don't like
And I
us.
feel like guys
Hey,
get
but I
intimidated
told
by
y'all, I
that.
told y'all like, yo, if y'all, hey, I'm
No, and we do,
disappearing.
and we
I'll tell my
mingle, we
story.
go around.
They feel like
They, well, because guys naturally,
Mess with y'all.
yeah, no, because it's like, oh, well, maybe they're trying to hit, and it's like, believe me, I love you guys like sisters. You guys are like the white sisters and Indian sister I never
But
had,
from looking from the outside in,
or never wanted. Yeah, whatever.
I'm
But
gonna tell my story. I'm gonna tell my
Whatever.
story.
All right, hold on.
Okay, I'm gonna tell my story. Okay, going off of that though, like looking from the outside in, people aren't gonna understand our relationship as friends. You're just
No.
not gonna, unless you fully take it in and you're accepting of it and you understand
And
yourself.
we do have a pretty good ratio of like girls to guys, so it's like if people see us out, they're
got a
gonna
big
think
group.
like, oh,
Yeah.
we're with one of
But,
these guys.
You know, last year I was hooking up with this guy. Like it was like really good.
What do you mean really good?
No.
Yeah.
I don't know. why
What do you
I said
mean really good? Like was he hitting it right?
I
Like
mean, it was like a really good constant. Like it was like every weekend I'd go home with him for
Okay.
a while. We all know who it is. But you know what he brought up? Nobody likes him. That's fine. I don't like him.
No.
We don't know him.
No,
Okay,
hold
yeah,
up.
no, okay.
I thought he was cool. I didn't know.
He is cool. He is cool when he wants to be. But he noticed that I had a lot of guy friends, and like I do get along with guys. I get along with girls, but he always brought up the fact like you have a lot of guy friends. And it's like, yeah, they're friends. I've known him since middle school, high school, and he kept.
Was y'all the same age?
He's a couple years older than me. And so he kept bringing it up, and I finally looked at him and I was like, just because I have a lot of guy friends doesn't mean I fucked them all just to have them as friends. And if he would have
Some
taken,
girls do
and
that.
if he,
Some girls do
but
that.
if he would have taken
Yeah.
the time to actually get to know me, even though we were just hooking up, like he would understand that this is just a friendship level and nothing's happened. But he never really got the time to get to know
But
me.
that takes so much maturity. Some
Yeah.
people really can't set their ego to the side and believe that.
Exactly, and that's what
They
I
be like,
figured
no,
out.
if
His-
you're around any guys, you like them
his
or you
ego
have
was
sex with
so,
them.
He was his ego was so high, which is fine. Like he's a good guy. Like he means well. Don't get me wrong. He just wasn't accepting about it. I think he just wanted to be that one person. Like I'm only talking to you, just that one guy. Yeah,
But
we're just hooking up.
I'm gonna.
That's not the That's not the guy for you.
And-
Then.
I
But
mean,
kind
we
of
don't
going
talk
off
to
of that
him.
though, I also
Nah.
I think
It is, but it isn't because it's this structure's. I mean, friends is everything.
It is.
But my world is my world. Y'all's
Yeah.
world is y'all's world. So
Facts.
it's about what's going on in my world. That's the most important. Y'all come second.
but not to.
I haven't.
Worry
what did
about
I do
yourself
to prove it
first.
wrong?
Yeah,
Like,
but
did
not
I
to
lie?
hold on,
like,
let me talk.
Not to get like into, but going off of that, I do think like I think even a girl would have that insecurity going into a group. But I think what it comes down to is how much interest you have in that person. I think that if that person really likes you, he's going to make an effort to understand why you're friends with all of them.
Exactly.
And understand you.
But here's the thing. Like, if you're not willing to take the time, then stop asking. Like, if we're just hooking up, stop asking, why does it matter to you? You don't want a relationship
But
with me.
All right, now I have a
Why
quick
does it
question
matter?
for that guy who's all right. He's coming into your world. Now, is it fair for him to go through a gauntlet? If he's just dealing with you, it's like, listen, you got to go through the gauntlet of my friends. He might be a good dude, but if he didn't pass this, then it'd be like, you're not the one. But he really was.
You know what, though?
Is that a thing for you guys? Does he have to go through us?
You know, I would slowly introduce, because I'm not going to lie, we are very
We have a huge group of friends.
We have a huge group, and it can get very overwhelming.
Yes.
Like we just tell each other what's up. Like if we don't like something you're doing, we're gonna tell you, and it's like it's hard to like come in here firsthand. So slowly, or like if I see him out and I'm with you guys, or we run into him, I'm like, hey, so and so, this is my friend Alpha and Bashir, and if he's like, oh, and he gets mad about it, then you're.
Wait, what are you talking about? Oh, all right, fuck you.
I just think it depends on the situation, and like. You can slowly introduce, but if you're just hooking up with them, why introduce them to your friends?
I mean, but that's different. But
as a guy going into with a girl, I always try to be friends with their friends. Like, you know how you're saying,
I mean,
what
but
do you do?
but some things are just oil and water, bro. Some people just don't get
mesh.
along.
They don't. That's facts. Okay, that's facts.
But that don't mean the dude is bad and he shouldn't be with this girl.
But if it's not,
I'm not breaking up with a girl because you guys don't like.
No, we're not saying you have
that's
to.
What it is. No, that's what I'm saying.
We know.
Yo, I'll say this though. I would never ever encourage someone to break up with someone
Absolutely
just because
not.
like they're friends.
Absolutely
But
not.
I'm saying like if over time you realize your relationships with your friends just kind of like deteriorate, and she's not doing anything good for you, then there's something that you gotta like.
But that's an ego thing too. You don't attack her, you attack him.
Exactly.
And
You
what
have
he's
to go
saying,
to
and why are you seeing this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's usually an internal thing. When you deal with somebody in a relationship, they usually have what you don't, and you have what they don't. So y'all trying to pull something from each other and make that's the whole point. That corny stand, everybody becoming one, y'all both becoming one. It's because she got something you don't, and vice versa. Y'all trying to learn something from each other. So if you got too much of something, it's like you asking yourself like, why are you seeing that?
I also think relationships go through growing pains. Like you're going to change as a person. So you have to I think naturally you have to let your friend go through the stages of a relationship. They're going to change. They're going to be someone different than you've known. And that might ultimately be the person they're going to turn into when they get married. If you have you have to let them go through the growing pains of a relationship before you even put any sort of judgment on it. They're going to spend more time away from you. They're going to change a little bit. They'll become more emotional, more vulnerable. You have to let them go through that.
You know what I hate? Insecurity.
Absolutely. Oh my God, I hate
we
that.
all have it.
Yeah, no,
all of it.
absolutely.
Everyone has it. Come on,
Yeah,
chill,
absolutely,
right?
absolutely.
I just hate when it's just like you have too much of it,
And it's blatant.
it's
not too much.
when you're pressing it on me. When I can see it, if I can see it, because I know you have it, but I don't see it on you.
But that's what I'm saying. Everybody has it. But that's what I'm saying. It's how you grew up, and it's who you grew up around.
Yeah.
And it's how they talk to you and how you talk to them. Because if somebody grew up around y'all, it'd be a lot easier for a person because everybody's open. So it's like, bro, get it out in the open. We don't care.
Yeah,
versus somebody who's very judgmental, where if you say something, I'm clowning you or I'm downing or why would you say that to us?
Mm-hmm.
That's a big difference, bro. It's about who you grew up and where you from. Everything comes into play, man. Not to bring that in, but you know. That's real. Now we get into personalities.
Yeah, that shit.
But insecurity is a
and
big
I was going to
thing.
say too, would you bring that back to the maturity level of the person though?
Yeah,
Because no matter
that's what I'm
how you're
saying.
brought up, though,
At this point, I feel like they got to be around my age or older. Like I can't, I can't do younger chicks for that reason.
But no, some people, bro, I know girls that's younger than me that might be more mature than me.
There's a lot.
How often?
yeah,
though?
girls
Okay,
are
you
more
right.
mature
How
than
often?
guys.
You right. How
often?
often? That's a big thing.
Yeah,
It is.
because if she's 20, 21 years old, there's a very limited amount of 20 or 21-year-old girls who would just have a worldly view. Because me at 21, I didn't know shit compared to now. And most people aren't. Most 21-year-old kids.
Okay,
don't know shit.
so what's your? That's a good thing. What's
I'm
your
20.
definition of maturity?
Yeah.
Is it worldly views or just knowing who you? I think
like,
maturity is
I
knowing
think
who
it's
you
knowing
are.
who you are.
That's my definition.
well,
But some people will see it as like, what,
for me,
what all
that's
do you know
facts.
in
For
your
me,
world?
it's-
Because you could be dumb.
No, but for me, like I have to be able to learn from you.
Yeah.
Like if I can't learn anything,
But that's what I'm
from you,
saying. You can learn something worldly or you can learn something personality
Well,
wise.
usually it's worldly. I think.
If I can learn
just
something
being for me.
I'm different. If I can learn something personality wise, like, dang, he's comfortable with saying this, or she's comfortable acting like this. Why aren't I? So then it makes me work on something within myself.
That's
now
true.
you
You're
know
learning
something
that.
that's happening in
That's what
Korea.
you
I'm
said.
like,
The
that's
thing is,
good.
I'm
You just
learning
read some
that.
shit.
But
You're
my thing
learning
is, I'm
that.
naturally
Yeah.
for me, I'm naturally like that. I'll say whatever the fuck I want. I don't care. So that's so
But that's
to
a
me,
That's why you
maturity
ain't got a girl
level.
right now.
yeah, I'm a little too
nigga.
That's a but that's a maturity
little
level
too
that a
old.
lot,
I feel like being
a lot of
mature
people don't
is-
have that.
Well, knowing your audience, like what you're gonna say in front of certain people, like
Yeah.
you're just conscious
No,
and you're
but
self-aware.
that's-
I
my
think
thing
someone
is,
who's more
I
self-aware
get that
You
already.
right. You
can
right.
be mature.
If I was somebody
And saying who,
if I was
which
somebody,
different people.
if I was somebody who wasn't comfortable saying whatever I wanted to say, then I would be more likely to
Social awkward.
I'd be more likely to be like, all right, I need to find a chick who like that personality, like who's not blunt, but like more comfortable in their skin, just saying shit.
Yeah.
I have that already. So for
But
me,
some people-
I learn it from a worldly type.
Not to cut you off.
You know, my bad. Go ahead.
But some people are more like introverts.
All right.
Yeah, that's true.
Alpha's girl is gonna be so blunt. I'm gonna hate her more than I hate Alpha. You know? But I'm gonna love her.
I don't know if she'll be
I'm
that,
gonna love
bro.
her. I think she will.
I don't think she will.
Alpha
told you- I
might
told
want
you-
someone that
did I say
levels
that?
him out.
Nah, she's gonna be way smarter than you.
Well, I think
Oh,
that
yeah.
for sure.
100%.
I think that's what really runs a relationship, man, is how comfortable you are with yourself and your maturity level. Maturity to me is knowing who you are.
I see self-awareness. I think
Yeah,
maturity is self-awareness.
That's maturity to me. You can learn, you can know everything, how to build this, do this, calculate this.
I mean, that's
If you
intelligence
don't know
is
who you
different
are,
than
yeah.
I mean, I think a
Intelligence
worldly view
is different than maturity.
Yeah, I think, but a worldly
maturity
view
is like
different than
patience
intelligence.
too.
Yeah.
Like you got to know,
Maturity
like
is
you
like
said,
what
know
you
when
learn
to say
in life,
stuff.
not like what the news was or what.
Exactly.
But it's what you
when I
learn
mean-
in life.
when I mean
how you
worldly,
face
it's how-
adversity.
wisdom.
Yeah. Wisdom.
Yeah, I agree.
Worldly is
I
just
agree.
more like, all right, I can adapt to different situations. I think that's what I mean more by
Adaptability is a sign of maturity too.
Adaptability is a very big side of
That's
maturity.
a sign of maturity.
That's very big.
Well, we got really serious and personal for a quick second. So, it's,
Yeah, let's get back to dicks and
so
vaginas.
girls, why do you think about anal? Why do you hate anal so much?
That is exit only. That subject.
Have you done anal?
That is exit only.
You never done bust up?
I don't know. I don't like anal.
You just said you got thumb in your butt.
Yeah, but I won't do anal. I am not going to stick a dick that's.
So
Okay, let me ask you this. Let me ask you. Okay.
What about? Would you?
Are you
stick
guys
dick in the ass?
would you guys be afraid for anal? How do you guys feel about pooping?
Hold on. One at a
How do you
time.
guys feel about pooping on dicks? Because that's typically what happens
I mean,
with anal.
I'm
I
not.
know I'm being serious.
I shower anyways. I shower
If
after
you're
anal.
not
Never
okay
had
with
a,
that,
like-
then don't do anal.
We get personal. I've never had a full like anal session. Like it's been
Yeah.
like I've tried it. She like, nigga, this shit ain't working. And I'm like, all right, I'll back off. That's it.
That's all. That's
I've ever
Yeah.
pink
So no
socked a
one's-
woman.
What is that?
When you're like fucking her in the butthole and then you pull out too fast and like her butthole and stuff like literally comes out.
What?
Bro, it's like no, that's
that's-
it's
a prolapse.
prolapse. There it is. There it is.
I
Prolapse.
call it a freaking pink sock.
What's he call it?
Pink sock.
What
the fuck's a pink-
No, I know what it looks like.
Does it look like a pink sock? It don't look like a pink sock.
Do you want to Google it?
I
Look
know,
up a
but it
picture.
don't look like a pink sock. Why they
Dude,
call it a
it's
pink
because
sock?
it's pink.
Between being nasty, there's a difference between being nasty and like,
But sometimes it just
like too
happens.
much nasty.
But
Like too much
sometimes-
nasty is like,
But if you pull out too fast, it just
You know what that
happens.
shit
that's
look like?
nasty.
You know
Like
what
I
that
don't.
It
That's,
happens.
You know what that look like? It looks like when
Pink
dogs
elephant.
get when dogs get like boners, bro. It looks like a red rocket.
It does. It is a red rocket.
That's what it made me think of.
Well, that's what the inside of your butthole looks like.
yeah, but that's too graphic.
So I like.
So no, I will not do anal.
talking about poop on your dick, whatever. I feel like if listen,
Whatever.
listen, that's what she said. But Pete this, I feel like if she's cool with it, or I'm not cool with pooping on your dick, but if she's cool with anal, and you're like, I'm cool with it too, you risk that. You take that in consideration. You're like,
ask
shit.
them questions. Don't share them between y'all.
Yeah,
Say it
y'all
on
can
mic.
talking to Mike.
Sumie, would you ever be comfortable about shitting on a dick?
Yeah, and don't try to stick it
Hold on.
in my
Why you saying?
vagina.
Hold on. Why is she saying turd dropping? Like you're gonna pull out and it's gonna be a
Rabbit
turd
turds.
just chilling on your
Rabbit
dick.
There might be, you know. It's
Nah.
happened.
He said turds
Nah.
just chilling.
It's happened.
He said,
Hold
Think
on.
about what you're gonna say next.
Is there any way that guys can make anal easier for girls?
No.
Yes or no? Maybe so.
Yeah,
Man,
but
I
just
think
feel
it's just a
like
girl
I feel
thing.
like
Like some girls are into it, some girls aren't,
Yeah.
and it just is
And
what
then
it
like,
is.
how do girls?
Some
I don't
dudes
think
are
all
into it, some
buttholes-
dudes are not.
I don't think
Hey,
all
That's
buttholes
weird.
Some
can
dudes
get
think anal is
stretched.
gay,
To make
bro.
it
Like,
easier, though,
why you having sex with her in her ass? You're gay.
Well,
And
to
it's
make
like,
it-
Well, that's just them being stupid
That's
though.
immaturity,
That's really
though.
To
immature.
make it easier, you can definitely just start going small and then inserting bigger things in, and then she'll eventually get there.
Question for
Like
the guys: do you care to do anal? Do you care to do anal? Hold on.
Do you want them
So-
to like it
All right.
and not shit? Do you want to get a pink sock?
Okay, boys.
Then you better train them.
No, boys.
We got
No. Curtis,
Ooh.
Alpha, Bashir,
All
and
right.
Driss going around.
How do y'all feel about
why
anal?
and why not anal? No, I want to hear it. Why would you
no,
want to do anal? Why not?
Like I said, I'm not. It's not that I'm not for it or not against it. I've tried it, and it just never gets. Yeah, it gets to the head,
For
and it's
me,
like, all right,
yeah.
I tried it. We're done.
For
And
me,
then
I
it's like,
mean, there's they've pretty much been like, nah, like push you off, like no. She'll usually be like my wrong hole, and it's like, yo, I'm trying.
sometimes you gotta establish. If you establish what hole you're going in, she won't say that.
No. I mean, I know what I'm doing.
But you gotta let her know what you're doing. If you're doing it on accident, she's just like, whoa. You like, no, I meant to just
I was trying to like
Sneak it in.
Let's see.
That's
I
just one
never
area
done
you
it.
can't surprise a girl
I
with.
never done
Nothing's
it.
going in the
She
sink.
was like,
I agree.
absolutely
You
not. She was
cannot
like,
surprise them with
No, you
that,
can't.
bro.
I was
You gotta
younger.
let them
I was
know.
younger. I tried that. Yeah,
You
I was
gotta,
there
like-
too, bro. I tried that when I was
You're
younger.
have a
Sit
sense
down
of
and
direction.
establish
Yeah,
this. Like, sign a
Hey,
contract.
she looked back at me like, absolutely.
Sign a contract.
Alpha had no sense of direction. She
Yeah.
gave him the stink eye, and he goes, "Oh,
No, he knew sense.
No,
He
I
knew
knew
he
what I
was
was
an
doing.
asshole. He was on
I knew what I was doing.
Yeah.
She was just like, I
I was there with Curtis.
Absolutely not.
I was there with Curtis
When he stuck
nah,
his
I wasn't
dick
literally
in
there
someone's
with
what?
him, but I'm with him when he's saying
Surprise,
this.
here's my
Whereas
dick
like I
in your
tried,
butt.
and she wasn't about it. She's like, "Yo, it's not fitting." I'm like, "All right, cool." Then it's like, "All right, I'll see you out. We go. We go fuck. Blase, blase." But my thing is,
Does that break the mood?
it doesn't. It's on you, bro. It's always on you. Like you can make it break the mood. You be like, "Fuck, all right, we done then." Or you can be like, "All right, baby, it's cool. Turn over."
You
We
really
good.
love eating girls out. I
I
realize
love
that.
eating pussy. Pussy's my thing.
How do you feel?
But-
Do you guys? I
But-
get into it though.
I
like,
know. I
'cause
love.
I feel like
I'm with Mallory.
like,
100% how
It's-
Mallory
it's
said
having
about
control.
sucking dick is what I'm about pussy.
it's the same feeling that they get.
It's
Yeah.
I want to pleasure you. I want. It's a power move too, bro. It's like,
Yeah.
oh, I can make you nut like this off a tongue.
Well,
The
and
fuck?
girls,
All right then.
some girls cannot just orgasm as you guys are literally pounding the shit out of her. You
Listen,
have
listen,
to do
bro.
all of
Listen,
that.
That's what I
Listen,
said. That
listen,
fast shit don't work sometimes.
Listen.
What? I mean,
Yes,
some girls
definitely
do, but some
the
girls just
jackhammer,
need all
the
of that.
jackhammer.
See?
Anything that
It
got
could work.
hammer
Fucking
involved.
like a rabbit?
Listen. First of all, the rabbit,
fucking?
it could work. You
It
just gotta
could.
put it.
I'm not
You just-
into it.
No.
I like going slow,
on the
bro. I think I'm
rabbit
getting old.
Exactly. That's
then,
what I'm saying,
shit.
Curtis. That's what I'm saying though. It's like when you gonna do it? Because the whole time I'm going
Yeah, it's-
slow.
yeah.
I'm gonna go slow. Then you got.
But if y'all get, but that's why I
But
said
you
you got to
also-
know each other's
Exactly.
rhythm.
But hit her
Because
G-spot.
when she starts speeding up, you got to know when to speed up with her
you
Yeah.
move.
and slow down with her.
I'm doing the jackhammer. I mean, you know the jack. When
I don't
say,
know that
when I-
one,
no,
bro.
no, when I
That
say
might be
jackhammer,
Kane Power Stone or somebody.
when I say jackhammer, I don't mean like yo the like just the blah blah blah. I ain't about that. Like,
Whatever.
it's more of a
Blase,
I'm hitting you
blase.
hard. It's actually slow, hard strokes. How about that?
Yeah, okay.
It's like this. It's like
Listen, man, I feel like when you doing like something, when you doing,
it's just one.
but when you
And
doing
it's
something
one.
hard and like that, it's just to show like, listen, you
I
dealing
got
with
you.
a
I
man
can
back
do this,
here.
yeah.
This ain't for you right
right.
now.
No,
This
but
is
you're
to
doing
show you
slow.
what I am.
You're doing slow. You going
And then
slow
we go
strokes.
back into that slow stuff. That's for
Yeah,
them.
exactly. Like,
That's for them.
You're doing the slow shit.
Slow stuff
and
is
then you
just
gotta
for
tell.
y'all.
You gotta remind her where
But not all
at.
girls like slow.
Exactly. It depends on the
See,
girl.
I like
No.
a mix.
Sometimes
It's gotta be a mix.
I'm telling
Yeah.
the
You have
girl.
to
No,
mix it up.
they don't.
No,
Yeah,
you gotta go
ain't it a
slow
girls here,
and fast.
let's ask
Yeah,
us,
so-
yeah.
Slow and fast,
Yeah, let's
right?
ask them. Why we over here talking
Yeah,
shit?
why were we invited over here for and whatnot? You guys are just gonna speak for
Okay,
us.
so if it's a rhythm thing, y'all like going slow, fast. I think it just depends on the girl too. Some girls just like straight slow.
But you can also talk. Like,
No,
you have like
see, I
dirty
think
stuff,
if
like, oh,
it's-
faster, baby.
But
like,
that
fuck
depends
me
too.
better.
Yeah.
communication's
Yeah.
super key.
Super
That's the
key.
thing.
It
Like
is. That's the only thing.
and that's why I say like you as a girl, you have to know what you like.
Exactly.
So if
Or you can
how the
experiment.
fuck do you expect us to get you off if you don't know how to
You know what
do
really
it yourself?
irritates me
You know
though?
what I'm saying?
I was talking. Sorry, go ahead.
I have one more before you say. You can tell us what.
That's different. That's
irritating.
two different
My
types of
thing is,
maturity.
yo,
Maturity as
a
yourself
guy-
and maturity sexually is those two big things, man.
Yo, as a guy, when I go into the fucking bedroom, I could do a lot of things, right? I could. What are we?
We don't need to know your
Anal,
portfolio.
Exactly. We could. No, as a guy, you could do whatever. Not do whatever, but you could do a lot of things.
Yeah.
I look towards her to tell me what she likes.
But
Because
that's
I'm
a
a
mature.
freak.
That's why
I'm
I
a
said no.
freak.
You got to be a mature. You
I'm
got
a freak.
If you 21 years old, they don't know
They
what
don't
they
know.
like.
All
They
right.
just having
See,
sex.
now it's age thing. Now it's like
But then when you're done and they like, well, are we done?
It is
You
a
like,
maturity
yeah, you
thing,
should have. You got to know how to have sex.
And then that's when the
Yes.
girl says, "We're not done here."
And that's when you end up, hey, oh, this nigga.
Well, I have a serious question for you guys.
Okay, go ahead. What are you irritated about?
This, because you guys are talking about what does a girl like in bed, what does she like?
Mhm.
How do you guys feel about tying girls up?
What?
Okay, so here's my thing.
I like bondage.
Okay, so
I like
here's
bondage.
my
All right,
thing.
one at a time, one at a
Here's
time.
my thing. So when I hook up with guys that I've been hooking up with, I'm like, you know what? He's like, what do you want? He's like, I want you to tie me up, and they're strategically like, no. How the hell do you want to turn me on, but you're not going to do what turns me on?
Well, all right. Quick question. Huh?
Oh, what if eating ass is one of them? What if I don't like doing that? What if I don't like eating the anal area?
But I'm not asking you to stick your tongue inside my holes.
But still, my
I'm
mouth's
asking you to
anywhere
tie me
near
up.
there. It turns you on, but it doesn't. I don't like doing it.
But if you don't like doing it, that's fine.
So what's the compromise? Who compromises? Who should compromise?
Oh, well, I've never been, they don't tie me up, and I get really irritated about it.
Oh, shit.
But what is harming you for tying me up? You can do whatever you want except fuck stuff.
But it's a cerebral thing. Like
No,
sometimes
but eating ass is not compared to
I'm
tying
not-
You
up,
can't
bro.
compare those two things, though.
But don't.
Yo, no, what I'm saying is that like when it comes to tying up, that's like it's kind of rapey. Like, you know what I'm saying?
But not that's what I'm saying. Okay,
No,
you
no,
can't
no,
rape the willing
no,
first
no,
of all.
time out. Driss,
Go ahead.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
hold on.
Go ahead.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
Driss, you bring up a good point. That is what I think guys think of is like when a girl has to be tied up. Some guys are just like, wait
And this
a
is
second.
why I got a quick question
Like,
though. Oh, my bad. Sorry to cut you off.
Why do you want me to tie you
I got a
up?
quick question, though. I
why
got a
do
quick
you
question.
Why is a
want-
guy asking
But
why?
so tying up is a sense of sometimes like there is a time where a girl really wants to be submissive, completely lose
But
control.
and that
That's
leads,
what
that
tying
leads
up
into
is.
my question though.
They
That
really
leads
don't.
into
And
my
it's
question.
not really
That's what it is.
rapey.
All right, what's the
if
question?
you're
What's
It
the
asking
leads
them
into
to do
What's the
it.
question?
My
What's the
But
question
you also
is
can't rape the willing.
are you asking them right when you guys are first starting to hook up, or is it like a full blown
That's what- no,
relationship?
I told her that.
If you're
That's-
are y'all trying to spice it up,
No, no,
or
no,
is
no,
this
yeah,
what
yeah.
you do?
This is what I told Mallory when we talked about this. What was it, 2 weeks ago?
I think so.
This
No,
is
last weekend.
if a girl was like, "Yo, I want to be tied up," don't tell me right then and there. I'm like, "Nigga, I can't even tie my shoes." What are you talking about?
Well, if I don't
no, but it's like if you give me like on a Tuesday, like, "Yo, what do you think about like tying like this weekend or when I see you? Let's."
Oh, let them know. Give them a
Or
heads up.
send me some
Yeah.
Boy Scouts like how to tie knots. Send me that.
You
Show
don't know
me.
how to tie knots?
If you're gonna tie someone up, if you want to tie someone up, yeah. If I'm gonna tie someone up, I'm gonna make sure you're not moving.
Don't you remember the SpongeBob
Okay,
episode
right?
with the poop loop and everything?
I didn't
Like
watch
Driss said, bro, that's too. I'm real like thinking in this stage when I'm having sex. So if I hear
Wait,
ropes,
I have a question.
I just be
Vanilla?
like,
Are
ugh.
you
But
vanilla,
it
or
could
do you
be-
like more of the S&M kind of stuff?
No.
Vanilla or
No,
S&M?
but then on top of that, even when girls be like, "Hit me," I'll be like, "Listen,
No.
whoa,
That's
no."
a-
Some girls like being
We're
choked,
getting
hit,
too
all
excited.
that.
What do you mean hit?
Nah,
But
bruh,
doesn't
I
choking
know girls who like being hit.
too?
What do you mean hit?
But the thing is, I don't want to get used. If I get used to
I
it
know,
with
it's
you,
like
I don't want to take that to the next girl. So when I slap her ass, she
Yeah.
like, "What the hell are you doing?" You like, "Oh, I thought this was
Are you
normal."
snuffing her?
No, I ain't snuffing her. But hey, it depends
You
on
talking
the
about
girl.
smacking?
Yeah,
Let's-
yeah,
what
yeah.
do you mean
Let's
snuffing?
snuff it.
Snuffing.
Punching.
Snuff.
Yeah.
Oh.
Some girls
Hey.
like.
Oh, you ever smack a girl in the
Necrophilia?
face?
Basically, you're having sex with a corpse?
Yo, I seen it on porn.
that necrophilia?
Yo, right up. Yo, I've never done it.
That's
Have you
necrophilia or
smacked a
rape?
girl while you
What?
fucking?
That's
Like
what it is,
face,
what
Hold on,
rape
hold
is.
on, hold on, hold on. Well, hey, one at a time.
I'll choke though.
Yeah. Let's go. Yeah.
I'll choke.
Okay, what were you saying? You like choking? I
I'll
like.
choke. No, before the choking
Yeah.
shit, blase.
Yeah.
When you were saying,
Blase.
when you were saying about like tying up is more like rape kind of thing, it's on her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If my woman,
Okay.
Hold on, but my point when I
Here's
said
a
that is
mine.
the fact that if it's just like a random hookup and this girl just asking me to tie her up, can't do that. Can't do that. Can't do
Yeah,
that. Can't
exactly.
do that. Because what happens is that like, what if something were to happen? Let's say she
That's
was
what
too
I'm
drunk.
saying.
Right.
She was too
You're
drunk,
right,
and then
you're
all
right.
the signs were there. She
Yes.
got the rope marks on her hands. You're just guilty as fuck. Like you.
Yes,
you
that- yeah.
Yeah.
That
You
makes
think
a real
That's
CSI.
where I,
Yeah.
that's where
This-
I agree.
it's a
This leads
It
into.
doesn't have to be a rope.
This
It
leads
could be
into
a
another thing.
necktie.
Hey, this leads into another thing. Consent. Consent when it comes to like it. All right, if
Sign
I'm
that
a
contract.
guy, well,
I feel
that
like
too.
consent
If I'm a
is so
guy
loose,
and I
like-
can visibly tell that this chick is faded, I'm not even dealing with her.
Which is fine,
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying?
Yo, you know what? This
can't-
Well,
reminds
some
me
girls
of.
hide it very well.
You know what this reminds me of, babe? What's the name of that movie we just watched on Netflix?
Oh my gosh. So, well, it's called Gerald's Game.
All right.
But it's about like a couple that's trying to save their marriage, but the marriage by doing more of like a bondage, like he handcuffs
Yeah.
her and stuff. I mean, the movie isn't even relevant, but that was like the scene. But then you go down to like, you can be experimental with it doesn't even have to be a boyfriend, like a consistent hookup because you're comfortable to ask them for that.
Right.
Yeah.
But I would never during a one night stand. You don't know.
No, definitely no.
You don't know.
One-night
And you know what? You could be scared
That's
to do
what I'm saying.
feel
Like,
I
But that's
wouldn't
the
even-
freedom of a one night stand is to say what you just be like,
you're-
fuck it. If he into it, he isn't.
but
If
you
he is,
say it for the next night.
but then that's not a one night
And
stand.
it's not a one night stand anymore. Exactly. But the thing is, for the girl tighten up thing, I've never tied a girl up, and I told you I want her to. If she was with it,
you know what?
Yeah.
The maturity that I'm at right now, if a girl is comfortable with knowing what she wants to do, I'm comfortable with her telling me.
exactly.
Like if
And
she's
no,
like, "Hey,
no,
I like this,"
Mallory,
I'm like,
Mallory,
"Okay, I'll try it."
If you were like, "Yo,"
'Cause
I
you
want
know what
to tie
you
me
like.
I
up,
think what's really
I'll be like,
attractive is
I'll
like
look into
direction,
it.
like a guy giving you direction and a girl giving you direction.
I love girls giving me direction.
Yeah,
I love
that's
girls giving me
attractive to me
direction.
because to
I
me
love
it comes
that.
down to your experience. Where you know what I mean? Like you're on a different level.
You know what
and
I
that's
love?
what I feel like.
It's like even when you, because first of all, ladies, I'm great at eating pussy. I'll tell you that right now. But the thing is, yo, when
Not his voice.
I sound like Barry
I know,
Manilow.
I know how to eat pussy, but every girl's different. Every girl's different. I love a girl to be like right there, stay right there, do
Yeah.
that. Tell me that.
Mhm.
I do that to girls too. And the best
Absolutely.
thing to do.
That's dope.
Hey, I'm
And
gonna throw a
dope,
tip
though.
out there. Yo, I'm gonna throw a tip out there.
we
Tell
are
me if you
really
like
good.
this. Oh, you like giving head. Tell me if you like this. When the girl's giving you head, I think I seen on a tweet on the Twitter, some bullshit like that. But on the Twitter,
Bashir's full of
Twitter,
New York right now.
I-
Tweet
yo,
it
Yo,
on
shout out to
I saw-
Queens real quick.
I
right?
saw, shout out, definitely. Give her encouragement. When she's sucking your dick, no, 100%. It's
I'm sorry.
100%. That's what it is. If you want your dick sucked good, bro, no.
I wanna know.
Babe,
I'm trying to
you
get
hit her.
to
Do that. Keep. Oh God, baby. Oh my goodness.
Back to going to
Lord.
head though.
Keep doing that.
Do you
Oh my
guys
God, good
like
job.
feeling the girl?
See,
Go
if
ahead.
a guy's
Corny.
not
If I do
doing
that too much,
I
it's
get super
corny.
paranoid.
Yeah,
I'm like,
yeah,
fuck, like,
If it's too quiet,
Yeah.
yeah.
you're right.
No, exactly.
You're right. You are
Yeah.
correct.
Exactly.
Be
Encouragement.
vocal. Like I need to know what you like, what you don't.
But don't be corny
vocal.
vocal.
Yeah, don't be corny vocal.
Don't be like, "Oh, baby." Then it's
No,
like,
no, that's
now my
weird.
dick's off.
Nah, yeah. Yeah.
Because then I'm not into that. Like when I can feel that you doing some extra shit.
Well, because that feels forced when you're.
Yeah, that's why some girls, and you know this is it because
She just needs to know that she's doing good.
Yes.
well, no, there's
absolutely.
some girls.
guys.
There's some girls who do the fake porn star shit. She's like, oh, baby. It's like I know this is fake, and I need you to
Sis,
like direct,
Oh.
like
You can
not
hear
not
my
necessarily
Oh,
direct.
I got a good question.
But there's a certain amount of.
All right, so how often do you girls fake orgasms?
The same question.
regularly.
I
Probably.
might sound cocky,
Pun intended.
No, I'm about to say that. I don't think I've ever had a girl.
but I don't
fake
think
orgasm.
I don't. You can tell when they didn't or
Yeah.
did.
You can
If
tell.
you eat pussy,
I don't
you
know.
know.
No, you can.
You could,
girl.
well, from
Over
my
the
experience,
years,
I
you
can tell by how a vagina is.
feels.
Like when it loosens up after they faked it or not, then it's like, okay, they
I was
done.
gonna,
It
I was gonna
contracts.
say, I feel like I would be
Yeah.
too in the moment to consider faking. Like you're either gonna have one or you're not.
But my thing
I
is,
don't know
why-
how you
Here's
consciously
my
think
thing.
to yourself like, I
I gotta even. Hold on. I got a quick. Yeah, my fault. Go ahead.
You go.
No, but I got a quick question. Why are you having sex with somebody if you're faking it? Because you're
But
gonna
you
have.
don't know if they're.
Oh, I'm saying no.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not talking about a one night stand. I'm saying you're continuously hooking up with
Yeah.
this guy, and he's not.
But you can always
and he's
teach
not getting
them.
you off.
You can teach them. It's just like making out with guys that's
all right.
people that suck.
But is
You
that that's an age thing again,
Everybody's
right?
body is different,
But
so
it's-
you might get off to certain. Some people might get you off immediately, and some people would take a long time.
Well, I'm saying if it's like 6 months in and it's just. Well,
That's a
what I'm saying.
long
Some
time.
people-
You're done.
hold on. There's people in marriages though,
Yeah.
but there's people in marriages that just.
Is sex everything though?
No.
That was a
Hell
question you get.
Hell no.
No, it's not. But it's a big part.
Hey, one at a time. Yeah.
Bad sex would ruin stuff
Dude,
though.
That's
you
what
can.
dildos
But here's
are
the thing.
for.
Sometimes sex, though, it's not a huge part, but you will know if it's like terrible versus just, you know what I mean? Like you're going through the motions.
I think bad sex can ruin a relationship.
Oh, it
I don't
definitely
think great sex.
can make a relationship better.
No, it won't make a relationship better. I mean, it won't make. I'm
It
not saying it
won't.
won't make,
Oh,
but
yeah.
it shouldn't. It doesn't tie into a relationship
It does.
when it's great sex. But if it's bad sex, it'll ruin the relationship.
Well, back to
Yeah.
your question, Alpha,
I mean, yeah. Okay. What
about
was it?
faking
What-
an orgasm.
Oh yeah, back to that.
Oh yeah. Have you? That's a good question.
You know, I definitely have.
Ashley's like,
I
every other
have when
weekend.
I did not, when it wasn't good, and I just needed it to be over.
Yes, exactly. See, if I'm over it at that point,
Respect for myself or for him to make himself feel better, like he's
Yes.
doing a good
That's
job.
so sad.
Yes.
Yo, hey,
so sad.
here's the thing though. Some dudes,
He doesn't know. He doesn't know because you're kind of just like, oh my god, yes, it feels so good, or something. Like you're just
it
saying
goes back to
something and like,
communication though.
Well, I was
like-
saying, if it's a one night stand, I'm not going to fake it or anything. I'm just going to let it be done with. Yeah, I don't care.
yeah.
But if it's somebody that I've been consistently hooking up with, I would hope that I'm comfortable enough to be like, that thing that you do, it's not working.
all right. Well, here's the thing. So I was with a guy who.
That takes some real maturity to tell your other. I'm sorry.
No,
That
it's
takes
okay.
some real maturity to tell your somebody that you've been rocking with. Like, listen, I don't
You
like
suck.
that.
Yeah.
Because then it hits them, and it's like, all right, man. I love you even more for telling me though.
I love
Because
that.
it
you can
strengthens
work
me
on
in that area.
All right, Ashley,
You
hit us.
definitely
Ashley,
work
hit
on
us.
it and make
Go
it
ahead.
better.
You're with a
Okay,
guy.
well, no, I was with a guy he has trouble finishing, and so he lasts for a long time. So I don't.
that is amazing.
Because you don't give head.
No,
Probably.
He has
Yeah,
an
I'm saying.
issue.
once you
Well,
go
is
down
he-
on him,
do
though.
you- all right. Well, hold on. Do you,
What I mean, he can't
No,
nut.
he lasts for a very long time.
That's good.
No, but
Sometimes
that's
you
what I'm
just get
saying. Though.
bored.
That's why I would fake it because
well, is
he
he?
just doesn't.
So you
finish.
have, but when you say you're faking, are you orgasming already?
You don't have to fake.
Did you orgasm already?
No, I just let it go.
No, to go off what Ashley said, there's a difference. Lasting long is different than it dragging. There's
Dragging,
a huge
yeah.
difference between
Yeah.
lasting long is a good thing, but when it's dragging,
because it's
you're
just
literally
exercise at that
feeling
point.
raw.
Oh, when I
Yes.
when I hear
Like
dragging,
it lasts
I've
forever.
been there
and
way
I'm
too many
over it at
times.
that
I've been there
point.
way
Like,
too many times where I'm just like, I'm going through the motions, bro. Like, and I'm just like,
like get it.
That's what
That's when you
Ashley's
put the thumb in the
saying.
butt. I'm telling you, that's the finishing move. Finisher.
That's the
Thumb in the
worst
butt.
feeling though. It's like when she's done quick, and you know you probably got like an hour left, and you just like, man, I'm about to torture her. This is not about to be fun.
That's when you tie her up.
Whoa.
Or that's when
Whoa.
Choker.
and then you just
smack
going
her
and going
around.
and going, and you chasing it like, man. All right, we done. We done.
You chasing her nut?
No. I'm talking about
What you talking
chasing a nut
Your
for
nut?
the dude. Yeah. If
know
they
what?
get done fast, and then you still going, it's kind of like I
Yo,
know
have
they're
you-
not
Girls-
into it anymore.
Yo,
Girls
yo,
can
have
have
you-
multiple orgasms.
Yeah.
That's cool, but some girls,
Don't.
you right. Some girls don't. Sometimes they just get
Okay,
done and they just like, all
They're
right,
like,
hurry up,
okay, but
nigga.
see,
And
me-
you just
sensitive,
like, man,
leave
I
me
still got
alone.
like 30 more minutes left.
Me though, I like can orgasm first, like a pre-orgasm, and then the second one is so much better. So keep going.
Yes. No, you know my thing is.
You never
That's
know.
body
would
to
say-
body though. That's different. That's different
was-
I was
bodies.
gonna say, I think it's who you're with because
Yeah.
your body starts to understand like different types of,
Yeah.
I guess, sex like that you have with people. Because some people like
yeah, start
you
rhythm.
realize like, oh, I really you like the whole drunk, quick sex, but then later on you're like, well, I like the long lasting,
Mm-hmm.
It's all about finding that
multiple
rhythm with
orgasm
each other.
sex. Yeah,
You gotta
because when
find
you
that
have
rhythm.
one night stands, I don't think you really sit there and get a ton of orgasms.
Yeah.
Like, but when you're having a long,
Ooh, I have a
lasting-
really good
if
question
it's a
for you
one night
guys.
stand, it's for me. I'm getting my nut. I don't care
Yeah,
about
I don't
her.
know. How-
Like I'm gonna stroke you.
Do
Hopefully it's good for you, but I'm gonna get my
Quick
nut
question:
on a
do
one night
girls
stand.
usually get off on one night stands?
Yeah.
Okay.
Some
All
do.
right.
Yeah, I'm
all right.
I guess my question is,
Yeah, because girls are more emotional. Like,
so my question
Depends
is,
how horny they are. And how about the
how
one?
long is too long for girls?
I think it's different
When you're
for
about to start
everybody.
freaking
I think it's
chafing.
different for everybody. That, but that,
you want to start chasing. I agree with that.
Yeah.
but that's it. Girls are different.
You like, all right, man.
Yeah.
It's just like when I'm over it, it's too long. When I'm over it,
It's on the guy to know that. It's on the guy to know her
That's
body.
when you-
But
Like
what
if
if
I
you
see
over?
you're done,
blase,
I don't need my nut.
What
I
if
don't
you
need
over
blase,
it
blase.
faster though? And the dude, like, it's normal.
Then I think the guy needs to switch it up and make it more interesting.
So the pressure's
Ooh.
on the guy then.
or you can, or the girl, and like take control.
I got a
but
question
some
for the
guys don't
ladies.
like when girls take control.
But you're not classifying if it's a one night stand or it's a relationship.
no, it's still a relationship. You
Okay,
right.
because
Yeah.
if it's a
We
one
having
night
sex
stand,
on
you're
the
not going to
frequent.
care.
We
You're
having
just
sex
gonna-
on the
we're not-
frequent.
yeah,
Okay,
every
then,
weekend.
This is
then
frequent sex.
Again,
Every
that comes
other
down to
weekend.
maturity. You talk about it the next time. You know what? I don't think you.
That takes some
Well,
real
Sumie,
maturity
all right,
to talk
but you don't
about.
talk
I
to
don't
her
know
at all.
why.
What if it's
It takes
sticking
real
with, like-
maturity.
But what if you are sticking with the same same positions? Like the girl could potentially always be on her back, but then you like flip her over to like doggy style, like bending her over. Then she might like it more.
But my thing is, I feel like the relationship is going to die out if you start knowing. Like, I'm real sporadic, so once you start knowing things is going to happen, It's like,
What do you mean? What
we're
do you mean
doing
know
this.
what they're
Okay,
gonna
now we're
do?
going.
The
If you're
emotions.
having sex missionary and then you do something that lets her know, like, oh, okay, it's time, my turn to turn over. It's like, all right, we did this too much.
Like if she flips into the positions before you even like tell her
Yeah,
to
that's
do
what
it.
I'm saying. Like she already knows. It's like, all right,
It's
it's time.
routine then. It's
You gotta
like,
switch.
yeah,
it.
yeah,
But
yeah,
that's
routine.
lame.
It's routine. It's like
Routine's
you
not
just
good.
know like it's
Routine's
sex
not
time.
good.
Yeah.
I feel like the only time you should have a routine is when you're trying to make it bigger.
agreed.
That's
yeah.
just
I think there's also
routine.
different levels of sex. Like when I'm like from like drunk sex, like normal sex, sober sex.
I'm not that big of a fan of drunk. I mean, it depends.
I remember drunk sex.
I like drunk.
Very, hey,
I
real
think
shit.
drunk sex
I
is
think when
fun.
I go to hook up with,
You really don't give a fuck
Free
during
to
drunk
do
sex.
whatever
You're
you
just
Bro,
like,
I mean, during drunk
everything's
sex
let
though,
loose.
like
Just
I don't
don't
remember
understand.
it half the time.
Yeah.
but how
you
I
do though.
No, you don't.
But
You
sometimes
do.
I don't remember it. Yeah, and
But
I
you
don't
still
remember
nut,
it
like,
though.
But no,
Nah.
drunk.
you get whiskey dick. You don't always.
get
No,
whiskey.
no,
I don't
drunk
get
is
whiskey
different
dick.
than blacking
That's
out.
that was my question. That was
It
my
is.
question. Yo, so do you ladies, a guy that gets whiskey dick,
Oh my god, I
have you
freaking hate it.
Hate it, huh?
Dude, it's so annoying. Like, actually, I had
Driss
to ask
never
one time.
gets
I was
it.
like, "Are you done? Are you going to come or no?" 'Cause I'm
Another
gonna end
reason
it
for
right
a
now.
girl to fake an orgasm.
Oh no, I
Whiskey
tell him
dick?
straight up that this is not going to work and it's done. We'll try again in the
If
morning.
he's just
Well, whiskey
trying to
dick,
do it, if he's
whiskey
just
dick.
trying to do it, and
No,
he's just
whiskey
not
dick
getting
means
it.
that he's not getting up.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, yeah.
But if he's trying over and
Yeah.
over again, then the girl's just gonna be like, "I'm done."
No, we're
with
talking
it.
about he's
Done.
just lasting. He's not
See,
gonna
that's
come
what
from
I-
being
I
drunk.
got a question for the dudes too. Would
Okay.
you want a girl to fake orgasm?
No.
I mean, like, all right.
Oh,
So
well,
I'm
hold
saying
on.
it's
It
either
depends.
fake
It
orgasm
depends.
or nothing. Like, get off me and we're done.
No, well then.
So
say
what do you
Oh
want?
no, I'm that dude. Like especially
Actually-
if I'm drunk time, bro, I'll let you know. Like, all right,
I'm done.
This-
I'm
this
it's
not
not
coming.
working. I would say,
Yeah,
yeah,
it's
it's
not
not
coming.
working.
It's
I'm
not
like,
gonna
yo,
work.
he ain't working tonight.
my dick just go numb.
It's cool.
You know what really turns me on though, like for you guys though, if like you know a girl can like orgasm and stuff, but you guys are like if you keep trying in a way, like switching up the position that she hasn't tried or like doing something, I think that at least turns me on more. Like
Hold on,
if
hold
you
on.
finish,
Say that again. Say that again. Say that
I don't
again.
know. I guess I just don't know how to like
Explain it. Yeah, word.
explain it.
All right.
So like if you know a girl is going to fake an orgasm or she does, and then like you maybe like switch it up or do something to her liking or like maybe giving her more stimulation down
Oh.
there, I think that will definitely turn me on a lot more.
Shit, put a pillow under his stomach. You feel me?
Hit that G spot.
If I do you fake even one,
I don't want to fuck you anymore. I don't. Yeah, it's shit.
Switch it up,
It's
fellas.
shit.
But I think you
I don't
can-
think I've ever had a
that
fake
comes
orgasm.
down.
But it's
that
about
comes-
reading bodies.
but
though.
it is.
That's what it is. You're
And it
reading
comes
someone's
down-
body.
it's body language. That's it.
And
It's
it
all
comes
body
down to
language.
like being vocal. You gotta let the person
But
know.
that's where direction
But
comes
you
in.
need to
That's
be.
where
It
you
depends
put
on
in
the relationship.
Don't be
It's just
disrespectful.
timing.
No, I'm saying
it
like
depends on the relationship. Like, I'm not gonna be vocal to a girl that I don't care about.
God, you want me to come?
So, would you guys ever film a sex tape?
No.
Nah.
Not even
Listen,
between
man, you
your
know how many
significant
sex
other?
tapes I have? I'm a cameraman, bruh. So
Nope.
I'll be
Wait, I
quick
have a
to set
question.
up some
Do you do it like how do you set it up when you're with somebody? Like, do
Hang
you
on,
just,
baby, I wanna know.
You mean walk through?
yeah, I
Yeah,
do.
walk through
Yeah.
it.
First of all, I'm asking her, is this cool? I'll never
consent?
do it
Yeah,
if,
how's the
if she
consent
don't
worded?
know. I'll never, because that's got like a charge on it, like prison charge.
Oh, 100%.
And I'm not about that,
It's like,
bro.
oh yeah, there was a
So
camera
I'll
sitting
let
there,
him
bro, the
know,
whole
and I'll
time.
show it. Like, you see this camera, red light is on, right? Yeah. Well, I'll set up the whole area.
All right, I'm
You
done.
feel me? When
I don't
we get
wanna hear
back in.
All over the-
Wait, I
So
want to
question
hear.
I'm not really like a phone dude. Like,
Wait, can I ask you a legitimate question?
What's up?
So with them, what do you do? Do you go back and
Not
watch
them. It's literally like two that I really probably had
more than
sex
most
tapes
of us?
with.
But,
Yo,
but what do you
like,
do? What,
yeah, are you like
what
a
do you do
director
with them?
with
Do
it? Like you just say,
yeah.
I want you right here in this position. For
Hang
this
on.
second.
Yeah,
Pause,
just
I
like
gotta get
that.
this angle.
Damn. So
That's the
Curtis
thing
sex
about
tape
it.
with-
Not to sound
Beat
devilish,
up.
but that's the thing about a lens. Like if we just having sex, we know nobody's like, oh, we just
Yeah.
in this room. But when you know that lens is on, it gets the girl more involved because she like, ooh, I want to see how I'm gonna look later.
Okay.
I gotta perform for that.
And
dick.
like girls, they not watching how we watch it later, so they watching to see how they looked and how they moved and everything.
What do you
They don't
watch
really
for?
care about us.
What do you watch for when you
I'm
go
watching
back
to just see how Nick, was my arm looking good in this position? How my abs was looking? Yeah, bro. Like, am I grabbing this side? So it's a confidence
I
thing
just
for
picture
me.
you with wine
No,
and popcorn,
bro,
like, all
Bro,
right,
that,
moving
it's,
on.
a,
Curtis-
it's a confidence
No, that
booster for
reminds
me.
me-
That means the
No.
Curtis sex tape will be lit, bro.
Bro, it's been
You know
times
what
I
it
done
is?
looked in the camera like,
.com.
you feel me?
You know what it is?
That stuff is fun.
You ever fuck a girl, right? I'm not even talking about you. Probably. I'm not talking about. Have you ever been fucked while you're both looking in the mirror?
Hell yeah.
No,
That's the
I
best
want
thing.
That's like. I feel like that's
This
like
is
baby
my
sex before
this is my
a sex
special
tape.
move.
I
You
want
tell
to
a
do
girl
It's amazing.
I'm telling you, you've seen my bedroom. Those mirrors, I would love to fuck in front of
wow.
those.
I was thinking
But
that
that's the
too.
thing, bro.
Our
This is what
bedrooms are
turns it up
nice
even
for that.
more. Not to get too
It
graphic.
would be nice. I'm about to fuck
But
in
that
your
whole
bedroom.
lights
not you.
off stuff-
I'm gonna fuck in your
All
bedroom.
that
What
lights
is it?
off stuff. That lights off stuff is lame.
Oh,
We're not
no.
doing no sex and pitch dark, bro. That shit is like eighth
all right.
grade. Let's see what we're gonna do.
Yeah, let's ask the women.
I'm asking the
on or
girl,
off?
look at what we're doing,
I do both.
and that turns her up
Your
more.
go-to.
I just
Watching
remember
insertion turns her up even more.
Yeah.
Watching how she getting flipped over, especially her looking inside of a mirror, seeing the faces
Yes,
that she make, that shit
yes.
turns her up.
Yes.
I'm all about turning her up, bro. That's it. I don't give a fuck about me because I know I'm gonna be good.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
You feel me?
Sometimes all right, so I'd be stroking, right?
Who's horny right
Hey,
now?
hold on. Hey,
I'm gonna get graphic.
let's paint the picture. Let's paint the picture real quick. This man looked up in the air like,
I
so
know,
I'll
I was
be-
looking, I was like, so I'll be stroking, right? But there's
Yeah, what
sometimes
happened
where
was-
I'm about to know, like that pussy fire, you know, is wet, smacking right. You hear the good smell. Thank you, Driss.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I have to like look in the mirror just so I don't nut.
Like
You know,
in Psycho when
you know-
he
you know
does
the-
the point.
So
on
you
the-
look in the
You
mirror
know,
to
baseball?
stop.
I don't do baseball.
other movies.
I don't do baseball. I do around.
slow myself down.
Isn't it
I
isn't it
usually-
American
I'm
Psycho
stroking
when
myself,
Christian
like-
Bale's looking in the mirror when he's hitting the girl
Yes.
from? Isn't that?
Yes, yo.
Hey.
But I'm
Yeah,
telling
yeah,
you,
true.
right when I do, bro, say this. Every
that's
time I do that,
perfect.
though, like when I'm stroking and I'm looking in the mirror, that's when she nuts.
I think it's art when y'all looking at each other.
You know what though?
Eye contact.
One
I think it's
thing-
art.
Eye
If y'all both looking inside one mirror and seeing what y'all doing, that shit is
You know,
that shit is extravagant.
I think when
Yo.
I
That
can
shit is
just see like
extravagant.
the jawline because they're about to nut, just when they're looking up at the ceiling, and then you're like, it's done.
Yo, one thing that
Yeah,
I'd
I'm
be
about to go buy
terrified
some
to see
mirrors and
though.
put on my ceiling.
One thing that I'd be terrified to see though is my face when I nut. Yeah, I don't know.
Hold on. It's actually, yo. Shout out to the league. It's called the vinegar face.
Oh shit,
Guys, nut. Have you smelled, yo, when you
Can
smell
you please make
vinegar,
that
you go,
Yeah,
you-
you're right. Yeah,
That's how guys. You ever seen? It's called the vinegar face. It's the vinegar.
Every
Smell
guy
vinegar.
that I've been with, like he'll like turn his head just so I don't see it.
I make
Yeah.
sure no girl sees my nut face.
Why?
I would love
though?
to.
I think. Hey,
Some
well,
girls
quick
like
question.
that,
Quick
though.
question.
Some girls
yeah,
like
hold
it.
on.
I
yeah.
would love
Some
to.
girls are
see
hot.
it.
That's a
like
question.
seeing
Though.
it,
That's a question
yeah.
though. So you guys like seeing it?
Yeah.
I would love to.
I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
You're gonna see it.
but,
But every
Yeah.
guy gets super self conscious at that point.
but girls, when they come, it's so delicate, pretty. It just is like
We roll.
Oh, thank you.
Appreciate it. Guys
Girls,
are just like,
girls
oh,
arch
oh.
their back, roll their eyes.
yeah.
grab
We're just like
sheets.
hell yeah, I did that. But when
Oh,
dudes
yeah,
come,
hey,
we're
when
just
she's
like,
when she's grabbing the sheets, that's dope. Yeah,
like,
you're
honestly,
hitting it. Hey, you're
I
hitting
do
it
that.
from
I'm
the
a
sheet.
big fan of doing
You're
that.
hitting it from the back.
Honestly,
She's
I'm
grabbing the
always
sheets.
biting the
reason-
pillow.
Hey, one at a time.
Bite
One
the
at a time.
pillow,
One at a time, one at a
grab
time.
it.
Biting the pillow.
Hey, when she bites the pillow.
See, one of the,
visual, bro. I'm super visual. I don't care about. I mean, I like sounds and all that, but I like seeing.
yeah.
That's why I don't. I like it. The room bright like this. Like I don't like no lights. I don't really care about no
I
dimming.
got one. Yo, so
That's the cameraman in me.
all right. So if it's when it comes to masturbation, I don't know. This is my thing. Like when I nut, when I'm like masturbating, I nut. I feel really ashamed of myself because
Yes.
I know I look like such a savage. I look like, but do girls do that? Like, do they feel
Yeah, I
ashamed
do.
of-
I feel very guilty.
Like,
I don't
Yeah.
because I gotta.
Wait, feeling guilty for what?
Like you just feel
Yeah, no.
ashamed of yourself.
Because
like,
I feel like somebody else should be doing that for me. I feel like I shouldn't be doing it for
well, that's not
myself.
why I just feel
That's
like an animal.
No, not even. No.
Yeah, and I feel I feel
hold on.
gross. Like I feel.
I agree with her.
I don't because it's natural, but it's natural.
Yeah.
Like we.
I'm so lame. I gotta do this myself.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I could see that.
I mean, actually, still no, because it's like,
Right,
nah,
it's a
I gotta
situation.
do it.
It
I'm
has to be
sorry.
a situation.
I agree with
Yeah,
you
see,
too, because it's
guy-
like, listen,
yeah.
I gotta go to work. I ain't got nobody
I
here.
gotta
I
get
gotta
this
get
nut
this
off.
shit done
There
and
it is.
be relaxed for the day.
Or if it's more a situation because it's like, yo, you try to set up this, you about to fuck this girl, you try to set up for a minute, right?
happened.
Hold on. And then she's like, nah, we ain't doing it tonight.
Yeah.
Then when you masturbate, it's like, I could have been there.
But you're not saying before. You're saying the feeling you get after versus when you're
I'm
doing
saying.
it.
But I think it's after. It depends on what's happening.
Yeah.
Because there's times where it's like, I need a nut. I don't feel bad about nut. I'm good. But if it's like, yo, I was trying to fuck this girl, I try to link up with this girl,
I feel
and
like you
it
should
didn't
nut
happen,
every single day,
I think you should too.
I think it also depends
either by somebody
on the
else or
situation.
yourself.
Like if
In
you
the
can't
shower,
get
it
it, you
happens a
gotta
lot.
It's
you
good
gotta
for
get it.
circulation.
You got that itch, you gotta
I
let
don't
it
feel
go.
guilty.
That's how you relaxed.
Yes.
Man, listen, girlfriends know that I'm not that dude that be high and like, oh my God, you masturbate? No, you know that I do.
Every guy masturbates.
Any girl who thinks that they
Mad girls-
don't watch porn or anything,
I know a guy who masturbates before
Yes.
work and
All right,
shower.
yo, how many
Every-
times you masturbate?
a day or
a day or
I'm saying in a week. I'm not gonna say a day.
I was like, that's
Once a
wild.
day.
I mean, I'll do
you
one.
do in a
you
week?
know what? No, here's the
7
thing.
days a
It
week.
depends.
I do once
No,
a day.
it depends
It
on
depends.
libido. Sometimes your libido is up where
Yeah.
you just
Yeah.
hard or
True.
going all the
True.
time, but then
It goes
sometimes
in
that shit
waves.
lower. It's
It
like
goes
once a
in
week and I'm
waves.
good.
When I'm like closer to starting the time of the month, then I obviously want it.
Oh, I got another question. Yo. No,
Because
let me
you're
ask
your
this.
hormone-
hormones are
Yo,
just
Yeah.
wild.
Curtis, peep this. Peep this. Period sex. Talk.
I've done
I
it.
was about it when
I've
I was
done
younger.
it.
I don't
Tell
like
me
it
it's the
now.
best sex though. Tell me
I don't
girls
like it.
are
I don't like the
at their
smell.
It
I don't
is.
like how uncomfortable she feels after.
It's on
Because
her.
then the cleanup.
peak. It's on her.
Put a towel down.
That's why you do it in the shower.
It's on
That's
her.
why
No,
you do it
I'm
in the
down if
shower.
she's down.
Exactly, it's on her.
But sometimes you want to do it more than she do, and she's just like, all right, come on. Then
Oh,
you
that's
feel
the
bad.
best.
Well, you know what? Sometimes
Okay,
so
it
they're not-
depends,
It depends on the
because-
flow.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
you don't
okay.
want to
Time out.
flow heavy.
During your period, though, you get very sensitive down there.
Yeah.
So sometimes it can feel better, but then other times it can hurt more.
Dude, when
This
I
is-
have
So
You got your
bad
Red
cramps,
Wings?
I want to have sex because
Honestly.
it helps the cramps so much.
What I've learned at
Oh,
the
that
end of the cycle, that's when it's like
Huh?
the most dry. So it's like fucking sandpaper, bro. And I'm like, let's wait till you
That's what
know.
lube is for.
You have to do it either
I'm not a
right
big
at the
lube
beginning.
dude.
Yo,
I feel like
I don't
that's-
use lube.
You got your Red Wings?
Yeah.
I think I'm allergic to lube.
Hell yeah, everybody in there. Who
think
haven't
I'm
got their Red Wings?
What is a red wing?
Oh.
I was looking at this nigga looking at me laughing like,
When you asked that question,
What's
I
a
think
red
all three of
wing?
us looked at each other like, I don't have my red
You have your Red
wing.
Wings?
No, I don't.
I got my Red Wings.
Wait, we never knew that. I didn't.
Southwest
But that's but the
Airlines.
thing is, that depends on the relationship.
On the
How
girl,
long you've
yes.
been? No, and the relationship.
The relationship, that's what I mean.
Like Driss, you've been in a relationship for a minute.
You
I've been
gonna
in
get
my longest relationship was 6 years. So of
You
course
don't
I
have
done
the Red
did
Wings.
shit that was just like what?
like you dating her.
I'm not.
You
Hey, here's the thing.
pleasuring
I'm
her.
not grossed out by it.
Well, you know what? Here's
All right. Let's get in there.
I'm not grossed out by it. It's just.
Oh, ask them.
well, here's the
How about
thing.
you guys?
What?
Red Wings. You know what a Red Wings are?
I was the only girl that knew what a Red Wing was.
Talking
And I am
Ashley.
the most innocent
freak.
one here.
Okay, but can I just say,
Let's
like,
be honest.
with
You're not
period
innocent.
sex, though?
Ashley.
I
Give a Red Wing. A
I
nigga Red
have,
Wings.
yeah.
Okay.
Okay, I have. But here's the thing.
Yes.
Here's the
Well,
thing, though.
that's the
With
thing.
period
Girls and their
sex,
hormones on their periods.
Oh, when
With
girls are
period
horny,
sex?
it's worse than
just
it's. I mean, it's. Yeah.
All I'm saying though is with period sex, I personally have to be able, like, hooking up with a guy regularly or in a relationship.
Yeah, the only
It
time
can't
I've ever
be
done
a
it.
new one night
Yeah.
stand, couple times sex. I'm on
Yeah,
period.
no.
Let's fuck.
Because I'm not gonna put the guy
Is it because you're more self-conscious?
that, and I'm not
It's,
gonna
I
put
think
the
it's just
guy
more
through
personal.
that. Like, that's
It's just more personal,
too much.
and it's like
Yeah.
I don't.
It's
Yeah.
respect. Okay.
It's,
Yeah.
And like I really don't want to get your sheets bloody, and I like
Yeah.
only
Well, and I just don't want you to deal with that when you first meet.
I feel
looks like your
girls
dick
feel
went
like
through a
period
sword
sex-
fight.
after.
I feel like period sex has to be at your
when
house.
you pull out, it just looks like your dick was in a sword fight.
I'm
Who
not
would
looking
you
at
kill
my
with
dick.
that? Like
I'm
it's a
wiping my
bloody
dick off.
massacre.
It's Jaws
worry
out there,
about-
man.
Listen,
It's
the
fucking
thing
Jaws.
is, why do you care what I don't care what my dick look like after I fuck. Let me clean that shit off. My dick gonna be my
Because
dick.
sometimes
I
periods
wanna
are
Because
make
girls
disgusting.
know how gross it is, and
Listen,
we
that's
don't
why-
want to put
that's
guys
why
through
it-
that.
and
And on
unless-
top of that, bro,
It's the
periods,
guy's
bro,
job. It's the
bro, that's
guy's
the
job.
woman.
But think about what a period is. It's when
No,
you're
we don't talk about
cleaning
it.
out
We don't talk about
everything
it.
in
We
her
don't
body.
talk
That's what I was just
Stop.
about to say.
Stop, Sumie.
So there's certain
I know.
But you're
smells,
shoving
certain
it back
I know.
in.
But
And
it's on
your
her
body's
thing.
gonna reject
certain
your dick.
colors.
Stop.
Skin.
Stop.
Yeah.
It's your uterus lining that's shedding.
Bro, to be honest,
He said I told her
Yo.
to stop.
honest to God, the aftermath of period sex is it's crazy.
But you gotta make her comfortable.
All right, how do y'all feel about toys?
Ooh.
I think they're
I've
fun.
never.
I think they'd be
used to-
fun.
You know what? No, here it comes down to me asking a guy to doing this for me, and they don't do it. So
Anything that vibrates, I'm for it.
they've
Anything
never.
that vibrates, I'm for it.
Get the she's quiet.
I've never used toys. Okay, I'm the
Ever?
most
Even by
innocent
yourself?
one.
Even by yourself?
Even by myself.
Oh, I have.
So you
I
better
don't
get
like
her-
them.
You better get her a vibrator.
How do you masturbate? I mean, not again.
That might
is
be a little personal, but like,
how do you
you just use
masturbate
your
then?
fingers?
No. Fingers, or it's called a shower.
The running water.
What?
Shower head.
Do you use our shower head?
Not in our apartment. No, I haven't done
it
it in a very
detachable?
long time. What?
I've
The
never
shower
used a
head
shower
detachable?
head.
I didn't think that was.
Yes.
What do you mean shower?
Yes,
Yeah.
a shower head.
okay,
that
okay,
you
okay.
What? I've never done
The
that.
pressure, it's the pressure of the water. So there are certain showers that come out, and the pressure of the water you can adjust, and it's
But are you like? I guess I'm getting. I want to get graphic on how this works, but
Think of a hose. Think of a hose. You know how?
But that's what I'm saying. Are y'all like? All right, the pressure's. This is it.
it's on the clit.
Yeah.
okay.
Are y'all moving it around?
It's hitting your clit. That's where you get the sensation.
It's the wreck on
Because
the
when
clit.
girls even
I've
like, okay, have you
never
heard of
used a
a
shower
rabbit?
head.
A rabbit is basically
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I know that. I've
Okay.
seen
know what a
rabbits.
rat is.
so.
That's what I was saying earlier. I've definitely seen
So you have
rabbits.
the actual piece that you can put in and like basically go around your vag, but the actual two like pieces are what
Yeah.
what is like.
What's the
Right,
one?
right.
I think I used the dolphin. What's the one? It got like one on the front and then the one in the little fin.
You know, people. Yo, I'm gonna ask you. I'm gonna
Bro, listen,
the
I done
co- okay,
used.
there's
Bro,
a
toys
small-
with girls is fun.
That's the question.
Bruh.
Okay,
Do
there's
you,
a-
have you ever used a toy with a girl? I know you have. You just
Hell
told me
yeah, I
about it.
have.
I love
Yeah.
doing that.
But I think it's dope though,
I
because
love-
it goes back to just getting her.
Yeah,
if
but
she-
it's
if
like
she gets
okay,
off.
the little vibrator on a cock ring is like the best because it's small.
Yeah.
Where it's just like it stimulates the right.
Yo, hold on. I'm not gonna.
Yeah, that's a
Hold
good
on,
tool.
my
Cock
bad.
rings
Quick
are
question
weak.
for the rest of the guys. I know Curtis has.
They don't.
Yeah.
Cock-
Have you used? Bashir? Have you used toys before?
I've used toys on. I love using toys on her.
Wait, hold on. Wait, so
What's his name? I used toys on her. But cock, like I don't know. So your dick is vibrating while you fucking.
No. Cock rings, bro. They work. What's that word? Introvert. All that. If you turn it upside down, it's for her. If you turn it up, right side up, it's for you.
Because the part that's hitting her is the part that is vibrating,
When it's
touching
up, it's
her
hitting her
clit.
clip. But when it's down, you know that's
All right,
where
but is it
semen.
vibrating?
That's
Is it
where it gets it
Yeah,
cracking.
it's vibrating.
So your
but-
dick is vibrating all down.
Basically.
yeah, I don't know.
I don't know how
if
that's
If you
feel.
turn it up for her, it's literally like a vibrator.
I was about to say. I'm with Mallory. I'm like, I'm gonna try
It's
this.
literally
I
a
need to go get
vibrating
one.
piece.
Okay.
I
I
need
don't
to
think
try-
it
write this
vibrates
down.
your dick
I'm
as much as
buying
it
one
when
right
it hits
now.
their clit.
Yeah, it doesn't really work
It's
too much
not
for the
like
guy.
vibrating your dick as much.
No. It do. But it has to be in a certain position while it's turned upside down.
Right.
The vibrator, this is the vibrator. If it's up like this on your dick, then it's for you. But if you turn it up, it's for
It's
her.
gonna hit the clit on that.
Yeah,
Exactly.
it's for her.
So anytime you're going like penetrating,
Yeah,
it's when
it's gonna
hitting it.
on the clit.
But you're not supposed to be going in and out with a cock
No.
ring.
No, you
gotta
just
literally
slow
like
it.
some
Deep in
missionary
it.
lay on it type.
Yes.
And that's the thing with
Yes.
toys, you don't really experiment positions. It's more so you have to get it to the right angle.
Yo, you ever just sit in the pussy?
All the time.
Just like, that's
all
it.
the time.
Just like what?
I done fell asleep. Them drunk nights where you just smack and you just
So
like,
you stroke. Hey,
oh shit, and you like, oh man, let's just end this.
I really didn't mean it like that. This nigga
I
really
mean, I
fucking-
do it on purpose.
I do it on purpose.
Yeah.
Like when I'm stroking from the back, and you hit it. That's when I talk about that long, strong, slow strokes.
I feel
Just
like-
like once,
You just
keep
in
it there. Like as deep as you can, just all the way.
But to
And
go
then
deep
they just-
enough, you have to put their legs up. You have to
From
put
the
your legs
back, though,
up.
I'm
I
telling
don't know.
you.
I've been in positions where he hit
It's
it
on
deep
you.
and my legs weren't in the
You just
air.
hold
My
it
legs
there.
have to be in the air. I feel like to get
You
in
wait,
that
like-
angle. No, I have to be like spread or legs in the air
Spread
behind
eagle
my
that
head
shit.
to get it in.
For a girl unless she's like
Shit, they like it.
she's just laying straight missionary legs like this.
See, no, I
No,
will do
my
doggy
legs have to
style,
be.
and if he goes deep, that turns
And
me
then
on.
he just keeps it there for a second.
Pita, Pipa,
Keeps it there. Pepper.
Alpha six.
Peter, Piper, Pepper.
Because see, we're talking about like the
But I
great
don't
sex.
feel like
Let's
if
talk
I'm
about
laying there
your
missionary,
worst sex experience.
Never had one because I'm
Dog.
I don't know if it's really
the first
I don't
time I've
think
ever had
a-
sex.
Is that how it
Very
is?
painful. It's painful.
Yeah, but I
lost your
lost
virginity?
it.
No.
The first time I had sex was shitty.
Actually, no. When I had sex on an air mattress.
Hey,
No names. No names.
No,
No,
no, we're not
When I
saying
had
names.
sex-
We-
between having sex
Guys.
and orgasm.
That's the thing, I
lied.
didn't-
When
come on,
I
I
had
didn't-
sex
I
on an
didn't
air
bust that, yeah.
mattress, it was the worst.
Wait. Mallory's talking.
The worst time was actually when I had sex on an air mattress.
I've had sex on air mattress. That was the worst time. Hold on. Why was it the worst time?
It was, well, A, we were both really drunk. B. It was just small. We couldn't move. And like
And it deflates.
The air was just like off balance, and
It deflates, and then you're just on the ground. I'd rather even just have sex on a carpet. I'd rather just have, you know
Well,
what?
see, it was
If I'm
wood
going to go
floor.
down, I'd rather have
was
battle
wood
wounds on a
floor.
carpet than on an air mattress.
See, it was a wood.
Yo, and
no,
this is
I
like,
ended it.
it's like pretty much a
10
blanket.
minutes
What do you
in,
have
I
to
was like,
show
we're
for
done.
it? Nothing.
All right.
And it sucks though, because then you're gonna have to refill that shit, and everyone's
Right?
gonna know.
Actually, no. Funny story with that though. I ended it like 10 minutes into it. I was like, "This isn't gonna work. It's done. It's hard floor. I'm not having sex on wood
I'm
floor."
sure the dude was like,
So
"Baby,
yeah,
we
yeah.
can make it work."
How'd you end it? How'd you end it?
I was like, "This isn't gonna work."
Was he still with it? He
was
wanted to fuck
probably
more.
Yeah, and
He's
you know
like,
what?
"We
He
could
didn't
probably make it
even
work."
fill it up
can't-
after, and he just slept on like a deflated air mattress. And I went out in the living room and went to sleep.
Next,
Damn.
Ashley,
weirdo.
your worst one.
My,
He's a weirdo. Your next one, Ashley.
my worst one?
Your worst one.
Probably not too long ago.
Oh,
You gotta hold up.
I know.
Hey,
Tell
you gotta
it.
hold up.
Tell it.
Hold up.
He's also a clinger. He's
John, I bet you his name was Thomas.
Thomas.
nope.
Definitely not. I mean, it's nothing. I mean, he was just going, and I just wasn't.
Okay,
I
what
wasn't feeling anything with it. Like,
Oh, so
and
he was small.
okay, he would also just.
Can you start
Okay,
from the beginning though? When you went to the
Ew,
bathroom
interracial.
and walked in, and he was just already naked.
yeah, that's the thing
Yeah,
too.
yeah. She has to start from the beginning. She has to start from the beginning.
So, okay, one didn't even really want to go home with him.
Ooh.
He invited
So
himself.
that was the thing. He kind of just invited himself.
You know you
over.
wasn't gonna have a good time then.
Yeah,
Wait, so is that
but
right?
we both were super drunk, which probably didn't help either. And then
Yeah.
he came back. It was actually the night you guys came over.
Wait, was it the night me and Sumie?
Oh, hold on. Did I get my keys that night?
Yeah.
Oh, hey, hold up. Tell me why I dapped the dude up. I was like, hey, all right.
Huh?
awkward over there.
Uh,
I was awkward still.
Because of him.
Because of him.
It don't look like y'all.
No, he was into it.
No.
Okay, I'm not speaking for you.
Yeah, he just was not. Honestly, I wanted him to leave, but he clearly was not having that. So it's like, okay, whatever.
oh, he didn't get the
fine.
hint.
said he wasn't.
Oh no, let her finish. Let her finish.
So I don't know. We just went upstairs after you guys left, and then what, Bashir?
You was
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Well, no.
Pretty
See, no.
much.
Here's the thing. She went to the bathroom and walked back into her room, and
Yeah,
she was
so
already
I went-
naked.
Yeah,
He
he
was
was
already
in his
naked?
boxers in my bed, and I was like,
Naked man.
My
Yeah.
nigga.
Naked man. Naked man.
Salute.
Naked man. That's off of How I Met Your Mother. How I Met Your Mother.
But
How I
you know
Met
what?
Your
If
Mother.
you're gonna do that,
Yeah.
okay. But if you're gonna do that,
Yeah.
Hey, wait.
Hold up.
Guys,
Naked
I have
man.
something to say about that. Okay, but if you're gonna do that, you have to be good at sex.
and
Bro,
you
that
need
takes
to make
balls.
sure that the girl fucking wants
That
it. Like,
takes
I don't
balls.
want to come into my room and see you naked on
Is
my
that
bed
rape?
if I don't fucking want it.
I think that would work.
That's too
Like,
uncomfortable for me. I'm too uncomfortable.
Yeah, I don't know if I could do that. Yeah, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Well,
Slow mo.
Yo, I got a question too. This is just so I'm asking. It might be a girl. I want to know if it works.
I want to know.
I don't know. I don't know if this is a thing. Fucking with your panties on to the side.
You know, I've never
It's
done
okay.
that.
I like
Girls
it. I
know.
kind of like it.
yeah.
I feel like
yeah.
when I'm a
It's like
straight
you
guy,
want me
like it
so
more
bad
because
you
it's so
can't even take 'em
animalistic.
off. Yeah.
It's like, oh my god, we can't even wait till we get our
yeah,
clothes
that's what I'm
on.
saying. Yeah, exactly.
I don't like it
How
because
about-
my
have
shit
you-
getting caught. Shit is
No,
getting.
no, no,
I gotta
no,
keep
not
pushing
fucking,
this
not
over.
fucking. Yo.
Then when you gotta get your
No, no.
finger on there, you might pull something that she don't
Stop.
like. I ain't into that.
Wait,
That
what's
was
the time?
disgusting.
What was
This
your
nigga went
guys'
like
worst
this.
sex?
Yo,
No, we gotta
I was
stick on
saying,
that topic.
Hey, guys.
have you eaten pussy by just pulling the panties like that?
Yeah.
Promise.
Yo, hold on. Before we
All right, yeah, we're
before we
changing the
switch gears, we gotta
subject
get
here.
back to that. What was
Yeah.
everybody
Yeah,
else's
what was
worst
your
sexual
guys'
experience?
worst sex story?
No, we're going in order. Ashley just went.
Oh, we skipped Sumie.
Yeah, you
Well, I
guys
figured
Sumie.
she's with you for so long.
So what?
Oh yeah, that
What
is
does that
true.
mean? Yeah.
She has other ones.
I don't. I mean, No.
That session wasn't.
no. The worst I ever had.
Not me. No.
The worst I ever had, and I'm the most ashamed of it because I always say like I don't think I've ever slept with a virgin, but I think I did that night because it was
Oh
just so
yeah, you gotta tell this story.
amateur. But
Yep. Tell the whole
I
story.
blacked out, so I didn't remember. But we were so drunk, we went from the couch to my roommate's futon while she was sleeping in her room. It was so bad. I woke up. He woke me up at 6 a.m. and asked me to drive him to football practice. And then 3 of his teammates got in the car, and I dropped them off at football practice.
You're not giving the details.
I'm not
though.
even going into it.
You gotta get a detail.
It was bad. My roommates described it. No, my roommates described it as like, I think he was more into it. All you hear is body flapping and everything, and you don't even hear a peep out of me.
No, you gotta go into detail.
I mean, it was kind of a bigger. I mean, it was a
Was he
bigger
a lineman?
dude. Yeah, I mean, yeah, but
big dude.
yes.
Oh, I was about to say there.
And it was
Mama
the
got a big
worst
boy.
experience because then, though, I think it was more so like not the physical part, but the worst part was in the morning. So then I'm driving back home to Cincy that night or that day after class, and I just get a random text from my phone, and it just says, "So you didn't bring me back home to Cincy." And I just blocked the number.
She blocked the
I
nigga.
blocked the number, did not respond, blocked him. Literally, I actually think I even made my social media private after that because I was like, don't want any pictures, nothing.
Let's ask a real question. How many niggas have y'all ghosted? Like stop.
I see her do it on the regular.
She does it on the regular.
Ashley, my bad. You can't just
I've
point.
done a few, but you know, like the people that I hook up with, though, I actually want to, I want to keep fucking them just because I mean it's good.
How many
They're not
girls
annoying.
have you ghosted? That's a good question. Girls always ghost niggas. How many
That is
girls
true.
have you
Off
ghosted?
the top of my
Wait,
head.
what do you mean, ghosted?
Ghost is like y'all were talking. You're just like, I don't feel this girl at all. I'm
And you're just
delete
done.
everything.
Oh, yeah.
There's no word. from
My
her
thing
ever
with
again.
sex, bro, like if you haven't caught the hint, like I'm not gonna. If a girl wasn't good the first time, and I know it wasn't me, I'll give you a second chance. But if you didn't, that's what I'm saying. But if you didn't catch it the second time, you can't get mad at me if I'm like, I don't want to do it no
guys
more.
will usually double back.
I don't know.
But,
I don't always give her a second chance. Sometimes,
Nah,
it's like,
sometimes you
I
got
will.
to, unless
I
it was just so
It
bad.
was
But
bad.
that's
Yeah, it's like
rare
you
though.
can see it out.
But that's rare if
all
it's really
perception.
But you have to
bad.
know if you have to know if you didn't vibe with someone. Like, you know, I didn't even like
See-
it. So let's just respect ourselves
So you gotta
and
have a
walk
second-
away.
you gotta
like,
give it a
no
second
awkward
chance.
confrontation. Like, you just respect yourself and walk away from it because you know
If the second time ain't good, we
Yeah,
done.
See, I feel like most
Yeah,
of the
we
time
done.
it's on some drunk shit anyway.
Yeah.
So like I don't care. You know
All
what
right,
I'm saying?
yeah, staying on topic. Staying on topic.
But
all the girls listed off their worst, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I've never had a
So-
worse. I don't think I have. Some sessions is good. Some sessions
See,
is
I-
bad.
Some have been dope,
That's it.
but there's never been one that's just been so horrible.
Yeah,
where
something
I'm
that's just
like,
stuck in
oh,
my
man.
memory.
What you gonna say?
I'm saying like my worst situation. It wasn't because the sex was bad. It's just what happened.
I
during
think
it.
girls remember
So-
the worst one.
One time, it was during high school. No, it's not even that. It's not even that. So I was hooking up with this chick, and obviously I'm not doing it at my parents' crib because my parents are crazy.
Facts.
So
You're African.
He said, 'cause
I
my parents are
drove
crazy.
over like on the other side of Hoover. I did it
Okay.
in my car. Next
that's
thing
a
I know,
dope little scene.
next thing I knew,
That's a dope
I hear
little scene.
Oh,
on my window.
Oh no, I did have that. I had that at Ennis Park like
I had that
3 months ago.
I had that
Bro, I completely
naked.
Yeah.
You already started.
Wait, let Driss finish. Let
Yeah.
Driss finish.
Respect.
But so the cop knocks on the window, and I'm just like, shit, I'm naked. So I just kind of like throw on something over my, like I just threw a shirt on real
Did you
quick.
cover up the girl at least?
I was more about me. I was thinking at the moment because like he's on my side, the cop's on my side. I threw something so she covered herself.
Oh, that's
But then like the cop, I rolled on the window. He was like, "Oh, so parents won't let you do it at home?" And I was like,
But the thing is about cops, bro, when they see a car in the park or something that
They
late,
know.
they give you a chance. Like they'll pull up, they're turning lights on, and they'll wait for like 5 minutes.
"Yeah."
I think
And then
they're
they'll walk
looking-
up and be like, "All right, guys, y'all know
Like,
what time
yeah,
it is."
exactly.
That give you enough time to be like, "Oh shit!" da, 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 da," and then you hand your ID out, the extra your drivers, and they be like,
Yeah.
"Come on,
They
man,
want
let's
to
keep it
find
going."
you do something other than fucking. They want to
Nah,
find you
yeah.
smoking or some shit.
So he was
when they
cool
see you
about it.
fucking,
Yeah.
it's like,
He was definitely
Kids.
cool about it.
Yeah, kids.
you know, hey, it's not as out because I'll say I don't have a worst sex experience, but I had an experience like that right in front of.
Don't say my crib.
Not your crib, right on that park, right in front of the TV.
I used to really like
What's
having
up,
sex
North?
in cars.
You know, right in front of
yeah?
there,
It's
that
fun.
woman park.
It is.
2 black guys, 1 white girl in the car.
I'd had sex in like 8
you?
And she
different
was-
Wait,
cars.
hold on.
and-
It was you?
Yeah, I was driving. I had my nigga with me, and we had this girl. Right, the girl pulled up and met us. got in our car, and it was a car where there's like in the front seat there's only like
Bruh.
there was
What kind of
nothing
car
in
was
there.
it?
Pretty much she was sitting on the console like where a cup holders are. There is no seat.
Oh.
She got up in there, so it was me, her, him, right? And I'm thinking, yo, what the fuck's happening? Pretty much, yo, if we're both gonna get double toppy, we're gonna get double toppy. You know, that's what's up. But,
Double toppy. This nigga's stupid.
but it was working because she was almost undressed.
That's a good guy
And
question.
then I hear
How you
a-
feel about trains?
oh,
I'm not a fan of them.
unless no.
I don't like no dick
I'm
out when
first.
my dick is out.
Pretty much they knock on my door and I look at Randy like I'm gonna get arrested.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Yo, hey, Driss, for real. Hold up. Driss, hey, you gotta edit that out.
Can you bleep
Yo, what
that?
time? Hey, what time? Yeah, edit that out. Holy shit.
We keeping that.
Randy knows what he was doing.
Yo, stop saying that.
Listen, Randy knows who it is.
Oh, yo, I
Y'all
think,
don't know who we're talking about. What girl we're
think,
talking about? Randy's a dude. For the listeners,
Let's finish up these questions and
Yeah, I think it's we're getting close to the time we should
all right.
wrap
So,
up.
what was the last?
That's cool.
Oh no, I don't think I've had one. But I wanted to answer that question that Curtis brought up. How do you guys feel about trains?
train?
So
I'm
we'll
not a
start-
fan of them.
So
Me neither. I don't understand
If I
why.
want a chick, I want to be with
Bro,
her.
yeah, I will leave the room. I'll be like, all
first of
right,
all,
you
if
can
it's a
have it.
train,
you could-
first of all, if it's a train, she a bust down.
But a train is a difference between
But-
a train. A train can be like, all right, I'm done. Your turn. Or it can
I
be
gotta
a
be first.
train like we
I'm
both
not
in the
going
mix.
after-
be
I'm not
second,
going
third,
after, bro.
fourth.
That's what I'm saying.
When
I'll
was the
never be
last-
the
yo,
second. So
I
if
wanna-
if I'm the first, I'm done. So it's
The
not
first
really a
is cool.
train.
If it's the first, then it's just you and.
I'm sorry. I just don't want to be with a guy who's gonna fuck a girl after another guy.
You bring another dick into play.
I'm cool.
Yeah, I'm cool.
I think I'm not even gonna lie.
So
I feel like
overwhelmed.
Fuck the
back
train.
in the day, there was a time and a place where I would have maybe considered it, but now
Yes,
that
you
I'm
would.
older,
Oh no, I've done
I'm
it
not.
before, and I realized I didn't like it.
I won't even do it. I'm smart enough not to do it. But yeah, how about threesomes
oh,
with
threesome.
another dude?
I definitely teased
That's
the
what it is.
guy with
That's
the
what
threesome
niggas.
once.
That's what niggas get tripped.
Wait, you teased a guy with a
Yeah, I
threesome?
told him
I'm talking
I had
about,
a
would you
friend
fuck
come
a-
into town, and I was like, yeah, like she's down for a threesome. Let's do it. She wasn't down, but we didn't do it. And oh fuck yeah, I did. He's gonna fuck me over like that.
Hold on.
No.
Oh,
All right, so yeah, what
would you
is
fuck a girl with your homie?
that's a
No,
no?
no, I'm sorry.
It's a train.
What is a threesome?
That's a problem. That's a problem.
What is a
That's
threesome?
That's what niggas got. That's what niggas got fucked up. A train is you fucking. I'm out. Shh, next nigga on. Chew, chew. Right. Now we talking about threesomes. I'm talking about like. So you fucked a nigga with you fucked a girl with
Okay,
a nigga.
At the
you know
same
what? I
damn
agree.
You feel me? I
I
won't.
never thought about that. A train is like, I'm done, your
I'm done.
turn.
Come through.
But a threesome is like us three, like rocking.
Yeah. Like I'm in
Okay, I'm against both. But that whole like literally threesome, like dude right here, he getting head, and I'm back here.
I don't
I'm
want to
not-
look at another dude's
I don't want to look
dick.
at it.
Exactly.
Yo, I know niggas are niggas.
But-
we have niggas that are cool with it.
but would you have a threesome
That
with two
are with
girls?
it.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. But I will say this. I will
But
say
they gotta
this.
be.
That'd be
It can't be awkward.
I'll get
I'd rather
nervous, though.
them
I'm
know
not
each
gonna
other more. I'd rather them know each other more than they know me.
Yeah.
I will not have a threesome with a friend or another girl. A.
That's the question for him.
Yeah.
Yo.
No, just like two girls. Like, would you have a threesome with two girls? And you, either or. I don't.
All right.
I would never.
I don't know.
I won't do one with another girl
course I
because
would.
I
I'm
don't
a
want to
guy.
see
I'm
my
100%
man.
will.
I would get jealous and I'd be like, I'm not
That's
trying
a
to
good
see my
question.
man
That's a good question.
doing that.
Say
I
all
want
right.
to turn him
Say
on,
you're in a
not her.
relationship. Say you're in a relationship. I feel like Sumie's the one
No, because
to have a
get-
threesome.
I would definitely get
Driss.
scared that
Her
every
and Driss
I
will
feel
have a
like I
threesome.
would. I'm gonna say I like I said. I will try everything once. I will not say no to anything unless I try it.
I'll tell you something.
But-
This one, I've seen her grab more boobs than in my life.
See, with me,
This
though,
girl is always on a girl. I feel like you would be the one to initiate.
I would,
it,
but
too.
I'm being honest. So I would be. I'm literally a selfish lover. Though I know I would not like it. Like I'm literally all talk.
Oh.
See, I will try it, but I will tell
Really?
you, I know I won't
wouldn't
like it because
really.
I think
so awkward in the morning.
Yeah,
if y'all- it'd be
that-
so awkward in the morning if y'all wasn't cool with it.
exactly.
Yeah.
You're just kind
If
of like.
it's just one person not cool, it throws the whole set off.
But it's
That's
like,
why
then
I
you
don't
think
like
about it. If
Who
you're with
watched
your man,
Shameless?
you're like sitting there, like, okay, when are you gonna leave?
Yeah,
like you
that-
gotta go.
and I think like
true that.
And I think the more that we have sex, though, like I'd be scared that he's gonna think about that other girl. Was she better than me? Like, did she do something better?
Who he finishes with?
Okay.
Yes,
Well, how
I'd
come
be
you finish
so,
with her?
so paranoid, and I don't think I'd be able to handle it.
I
I'd have to go to therapy.
See, we always think when guys think about threesome with two girls, is this right or not? It's like, damn, I gotta pleasure two girls kind of thing, you know?
I'd be in therapy after.
But
That's why I said
never-
I'd rather them
thought-
know each other more so they
Yeah.
have more fun with each other.
But-
And then I just step in.
I
I
never
don't
thought
want my
about the
friend
girl
fucking my
perspective.
guy.
I've never thought a girl like,
No,
damn,
y'all not.
he's
you're
loving
right.
on her more than he's
No,
loving
not
on
knowing
me.
each other, but vibing with each other more. Not knowing.
I mean, that's
but
a-
like,
that's
okay,
a
y'all
different
really,
vibe.
you really find her attractive, she finds you attractive, y'all kissing it, and then I'll step in.
Yeah.
I'd rather have it like that.
They
You know
gotta
what?
start.
You can. That girl can make out with my man, but he's not gonna fuck her.
Make out? Whoa,
Yeah,
it's the other way around.
That's way more
I think it's
intimate,
the other
though.
way around.
No.
We're talking about the
Yeah,
makeouts,
but like, I don't want my man fucking another girl because then, like, what if she fucks him better than I do?
You know what? All right, this is what you're fucking up on.
But you gotta understand your man. That's your man.
Well,
He's gonna
nah,
fuck with. He should.
Exactly,
be
but
fucking
I
with you
can be a
more.
jealous person when it comes
Yeah.
to that senses.
I mean,
so
that's
I will
normal,
never
though.
do it. Like, it's on my bucket list, but I will never do it.
Well, then you shouldn't do it with a boyfriend. You should do it with a random or.
I'm not doing it with random people, though.
Or
No.
you're thinking about the threesome on a bad
Many-
level.
on many
a bad level.
levels.
You're thinking about him fucking you and her. How about this? You got to be cool with eating pussy. That's what it is. Because your man's gonna be.
Some girls aren't. Yeah.
No, I'm saying,
cool with it.
no. I'm saying like, cause she's
I don't
like,
like
I don't want to
clams.
see my man's fucking another girl, right? So he's fucking you. You're pleasuring her. That's a threesome still.
But some girls don't.
then I'd be
you talk about-
overstimulated.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Exactly. That's what I was just about to say. You got to find a girl who's cool with pleasuring a girl and a
Yes.
guy.
Yes.
Because your
If
girl
you're
might
insecure
not
about
be
that.
cool with messing with another girl.
You're not insecure. I mean, it's not insecurity, but it kind of is. Like, yo, I don't want my dude fucking another girl in front of my
That's
face.
a whole nother level,
That's a
though,
whole
of
nother
maturity
different-
in a relationship.
Yeah, that's a whole.
You gotta be.
You
so
gotta.
comfortable.
It takes
Y'all
a
gotta
minute
be
to touch
solid.
that. Yeah,
Y'all
I
gotta
gotta
be
be
solid.
I gotta be solid.
Y'all gotta
bruh.
be solid.
Solid. Super solid.
I want a
Super.
threesome. I want to see. I do.
That's because I don't think we really at that. We at that age
But-
right now where it's like, all right, we thinking about it. I feel like it's when you start hitting that 30s, 35s. That's when you start being
I
like
actually
swinging
know
and
some.
all that.
Yeah, I know some couples that actually swing. I'm not gonna say names.
Yeah, I know two of them.
I do.
They go to paradise.
Don't say names.
I ain't gonna say name, but one of our niggas, and I will. For our niggas, it's the funniest. One of the funniest. Niggas,
Oh
you know.
my god!
So y'all already know.
I already
now.
know who it is.
Yo,
I don't.
He.
On the
Yo,
red.
talk to him. Have a conversation with him. Have a conversation. Have a conversation with
Is
him.
this
right?
you? Are
a
you a
conversation.
swinger?
I don't know who these swinging niggas are, but
Married couples.
My niggas in and out. That's yo.
we'll talk after the podcast. Oh, I know who you're talking.
Yes, there you go. Yo, talk to him.
Off the
Have a
rip.
conversation with him.
Off the
Bro,
rip.
we,
No,
we were just kicking with him yesterday.
It would be
know who you're talking
be the
about.
best
But hey, I think it's time to wrap
Yeah.
up.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's time we wrap it up.
Yeah, that's- I mean,
Yeah, we're done. We've been past the topics. Yeah.
Yo, hey, so everybody or not introduced, but
I
say
just
your
want to
names.
appreciate that. I mean, Sumie's always here for gracious, you know,
Yeah.
step-ins. But appreciate exactly. I appreciate
you.
y'all
Appreciate
coming in.
it.
And we definitely need perspective.
Give
We
you
always
guys the
need
real
perspective.
woman's
Yeah.
perspective over
Somebody
here.
who's not been in a relationship for 3 years.
Yeah.
We can give you a different
Hold
side.
on.
4 years.
What's
4
up?
years.
God.
What's up?
4
Hey, yeah.
My-
Yeah. Yep.
How long have we been friends? For a long time.
That's dope. Hey,
But,
thank you guys
yes.
for
No,
pulling
thank
up.
you for
Yeah.
having
Thanks
us.
for
This was
having
a lot of
us.
fun.
Yeah,
It
we
was
should do
fun.
this again. So we should.
We should.
Everybody
first
say their
one.
name. All right, this is Alpha.
This is Curtis. You know my voice.
I'm Mallory.
Ashley.
Sumie.
Bashir.
And this is Driss, your boy. So, so Sundays, every Sunday. Expect that episode every single Sunday. Follow us on Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, and check us out on iTunes as well. iTunes and the Google Play Store.
Woo.
And this is when the music rises.
Appreciate all y'all. Appreciate everybody here, man. That was good. That was a good topic. Very good topics. Very good conversation. Everybody's intellectual and mature. I appreciate all y'all.
Well, Bashir's not mature. All right, well, stay safe and have a good Sunday.